Hello. Happy Wednesday. Hey, how are ya? How is everyone's week going? How we doing? Murphy, oh, hey, how are you? Oh, my goodness. Roxy, what's wrong with you? Roxy, did you just hit me with the I had wine? Did you just hit me with a Vine quote? Hey Ripley, how you doing? Hi Chip. Sigger, how are you? What's up, Lindsay? Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. What the fuck, Kyle? Step up. Oh my. Evie. Thank you for the 32 months, friend. Oh my goodness. And freaking Murphy. Muted Murphy. Thank you for the 5 gifted when we were still here in the starting soon screen. Today we are trying a new game. I'm jazzed. I'm excited for it. What up, DC? I'm excited for it. Much excito. All right, I'm going to keep Discord open just in case it's necessary. Hey, Phantom, how are you? Good to see you. All right. Let us see. New game hype. I'm excited. All the friends have been trying it out. So I've been somewhat lurky turkey. A little bit. Hey, what up, Jim? Free sell. Here we come. Listen, no joke. I don't know what, like, somebody has been in my freaking email like crazy trying to message me about some Minesweeper game. They've emailed me like 6 times. Apparently it's great for my audience. So we might play Minesweeper one day. Wait, feed the kids. Oh, thank you for the bits. I love Minesweeper. Weird as shit. Dude, oh my God. I need to start like showing you guys all the emails that I get. It's all the TikTok stuff. Yeah, the weirdest stuff. Hi, Court. Hi, Mayor. How are you, friend? It's weird. Really freaking weird. Working late tonight. Oh, got you, Rika. No worries. No worries. Chip. Golf with Friends stream went, dude. Tater, I'm definitely down for that. Dude, it doesn't even have to be a stream. Just us playing golf with friends. Amen. That'd be so fun. 100%. Hi, Crow. Thank you for the 14 months. Oh, hi, friend. Tash. I'm excited today, too, because I get to play with some friends. We have some friends that are joining us today. We have friends. Yeah. If you're new Phasm VR, prepare. Oh, no, I've played Phasm VR many times. Yeah. I'm sending you 80 invites the next time we play. Yes, please. Do it. Yay, friendship. Yeah, boy. Thank you for the 5 months. Tier 2 for 5 months. What are you doing? Thank you. Hi, Halen. Hello, friend. What's up, JC? Golf with Friends is such a blast. It's so good. Just got done with work. Oh, they screwed up your schedule. I'm so sorry. Be prepared for the... You don't know what we do. Listen. Minnie, thank you for the 8-month Prime. Hi, friend. Salem got an invite by accident. Oh, so you guys are just going through all your friends and just spam inviting? Oh, my goodness. Wolfie, thank you for the biddies. What's up, Hales? How are you? Smoked, good to see you. Hello, friends. Olive. Hi, Olive. Hey, how are you? I'm jazzed. I'm excited. Much excited. Crazy. Thank you for the 24 months. Holy shit, it's been 2 years. Damn. Craziness, man. Craziness. Use the Prime for... Oh, no, you're good. Legend. If there's one place that Prime could go, to the lovely coach. Well worth. Hi, Sam. Good to see you. Oh, you guys. Nisi, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you. Wait, no, 3 months. The subs are reading so weird for me, and I don't know what to make of it. Oracle, welcome in. How are you? Ghost Touchers, thank you for the bits. What's up, Caitlin? Good to see you. Stuff and things, man. We had a storm roll through. Oh, we had a storm here too. Yeah, we did too. Crazy. Thank you for the gigantic emote. Oh, Lenny, appreciate you guys. Hey, 1 bit and you get a new badge. Just no matter what stream you're in. No matter what stream you're in. If you're in a stream and 1 bit, you have a new badge next to your name. Yeah. Kay, thank you for the biddies. What the fuck is going on? Storms rolling here too. Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't too bad, but we had to like cover up some of our stuff because like it's going to blow away. It's like a windstorm that goes through our backyard, and I don't know why. Yeah. Easy. Thank you for the bits. Appreciate you guys, man. Hey, listen. Easy. Eggs. Easy. Smokey, thank you for the 4 months. So today, if you guys didn't see it in the title already, we are playing with friendos. We are playing with Brotator. We are playing with Rain, and we are playing with Slasher. Tasher. I'm so excited. Get to play the Midnight Society peeps. I'm so jazzed. They are here. They are ready. We are not going to wait too long, and then we're going to jump into games. I don't think any of them have played. I think we're all brand new to the game. I think. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. You just joined the Discord. Hey, let's go. Royal, thank you for the 8 months. Time flies when you have fun. Oh, my. Zimmy, thank you for the biddies. Vars, appreciate you guys. Noob Squad. We're ready to do something. I don't know what it is, but we're going to do it. Oh, something else I did today, which Queen Salem was helping me out with a bit too. Oh, thank you, Mayor. Mayor, is that an automatic command or did you make that? If that's automatic, that would be lovely. Slasher, thank you. Tash, thank you for the biddies, friend. You made it. Thank you. Wonder if there's a way to automate that. I'm going to look into it. There's got to be. There has to be. But I have an auto version. Yeah, because if we can have an auto version so you guys are not having to update it, one less thing you guys have to do, that'd be awesome. Vincent, thank you for the 5 months. You guys, what the fuck? All right, let me get this game started. Probably with a Steam API and a bot. Yeah. Yeah, I think Phoenix, I remember Phoenix mentioning in the past about having a version that is automated. Yeah. Let me futz around. Thank you, friend. Yeah, if not, I can always look into it too. Hi, Vin. Don't flip my emote. It says, ho yay. What is that? Okay. I'm starting the game. Oh, shit. I just minimized OBS. Okay, we're fine. It says, ho yay. Total, welcome in. All right. The game is down. Okay, we're good. We're downloaded. Ho yay. Draw with y'all. Oh, by the way, you can't, I don't know if you can tell that they're in there or not. They're in there, though. The soda's arrived. Yeah, they're here. We cannot, but we believe you. Oh, they're there. Oh, they're there. Warning, unable to sync. I have never opened the game. Mr. Tom. Tommy Tub. How are you doing, Mr. Tom? Shocked you're awake. You've been... Why is the game so small? Giggity. Okay, now it's normal. I'm going to do this and it's going to do the thing. Oh, it didn't. Ew. Okay, hold on. Let's switch over. This is my first, literally that was the first, this is the first time I've opened the game. Hey, what up, Swains? Welcome in, friend, guys. This is the developer. Swains, I've been seeing them around all day while I've been hanging out with friends. I've been trying to avoid too much gameplay because I wanted to be noob. So I was there for Fred. I was there. I saw Tom play with Gaga. I saw Mel playing earlier. I saw Chiba and them. Like I heard, but I wasn't paying too much attention because we wanted to be fresh. Sean, how are you, friend? What's up, Wedgie? So this is a brand new Ghost game. DEATHWATCHERS. I think a lot of people have been putting a comparison of saying it's like, some have been saying it's like a Phasmo meets it's I'm on observation duty, but if I heard correctly, you don't have to identify a ghost type. Chinggis played it, right? Will Chinggis join Flash? Maybe another time. Today we have Brotator, Rain, and Tash. I'm so excited. Izu, thank you for the lurk, friend. Watched Chinggis play last night. Awesome. No identifying the ghost. Hi, Papa. Thank you for the gigantic light. All right. Well, we're just going to, I don't know if there's any settings I need to change here. I might leave frame rate at 60. I could probably rock 120 and probably get away with it. Can't wait to see it. I'm excited. I've heard many a friend scream. The setting, wait. Can I change keybinds? No. Definitely need that. Because if I can only talk to friend, like push to talk, dialing in the frame rate, yeah. Here, let me do host, lobby name, goo, password, goo. No. Let's see. There's no push to talk yet. Only hot mic. Okay. I gotcha. Guys, thank you for all the love. I appreciate you. Headphone warning for me. Wait, headphone warning for me. Sorry for any screen. No, you're fine. No, we want them. Coming soon. Awesome. No, Tash, don't you dare. Don't you dare. We want them. Goo 2. It's going to be Goo 2. Host. All right. Tater, Rain, and Tash. Tater, Rain, and Tash. Hey, it's your first time playing the game. Wait, I didn't say that. Hey, this is your first time playing. Please give the tutorial a try. The primary game mode is surprisingly complex and may take some time to grasp. Good luck. I say we go in blind. They need your direct code. Wait, what? My direct code? What does that mean? What do you mean? What is it? They need my direct code on the screen? What? Hey, Jenny, how are you? Bill, thank you for the bits. Jenny, thank you for the 14 months. The direct code. There's an option to copy a code. Just like Phasmo. Code at the top. I don't see a code. Wait, what? I see a version. I don't see a code. Hey, Space, turn around. Shut up. How do I get... Okay. You didn't see a damn thing. Shut up. Look, to be fair... Right, that's success number 1. See, Tom gets it. Tom gets it. Look, we did it. Shut up. Oh, what the shit? It didn't copy anything. Hold on. It's okay. It's not copying. I'm clicking this and it's not actually copying anything. That was from Hook. I know that sound. Why isn't it? I don't know. It's not copying for me. I mean, I could always just reveal it and it's fine. I'm clicking copy and it's not actually copying. Here. Join. I'm so confused. Joy, what? What? Do I leave and come back in? Is that what on? Is it a turn it off, turn it back on kind of thing? Restart the lobby. Look, I didn't do anything. Okay, listen. Oh no, main menu. Yes. Okay. Maybe you need to do the tutorial first. It looked like it was more of a recommendation, not like a you have to kind of thing. Why is there, okay, I'm really confused why there's a lobby name and password here if you have to go copy the code to give to somebody. That part I'm a little bit. I didn't break it. Okay. Copy button. Hey, I got there's a thing there. It did with the stuff and did the thing. Okay. All right. Tash. All right. They should all have decode. There we go. We did the thing. I didn't break anything. Tika, thank you for the 4 months. Appreciate your friend Lena. Thank you for the biddies. All right, so I guess I'm going to have a hot mic. So I guess for now, if you are playing this with anybody, I would, I guess, recommend not playing with other people that are streaming at the same time because it's going to be hot mic the whole time. Unless you can do a push to talk. You could do Discord push to mute or something like that, maybe. Hello?
Hello.
Hi. Well, one of us is going to have to change.
Oh.
No, I'm going to change. I haven't even looked at the characters. I have no idea.
No, we shall be triplets.
Okay. I got to do one of these guys. Is there a way to like look at this screen by like pressing a button? No? Okay. Oh, someone going to have purple hair.
Some fancy purple hair.
Fancy purple. Well, I got to go with that one, I guess. All right. Hi, Z. Hello. What's up, Cherry? Unlucky. Welcome in. Welcome in. Could be twins. Hey, there you go. Where's Rain? Raid? Raid? Just sitting over there in the dark.
Oh.
Rain? Rain?
Just in the dark.
It says it needs a password. Oh, goo. G-O-O, Tater. Are you okay? It's terrifying. Huh.
Dun, dun, dun. Rain looks like they're walking.
Hello?
How do I get rid of this this freaking close screen?
Oh, you gotta hit close.
There's no mouse.
Move it up and down.
Is it? It's not working.
Do the hokey pokey, spin about,
Yep.
and then try.
There you go. That is what it's all about. That's very true.
Exactly.
Rain is stuck in a void over there in the corner. If it doesn't, you might have to leave and come back if it's going to be a pain in the tush.
Yeah, it won't let me. Like, it just moves the character. I can't click anything.
Okay. Oh, Rain, you might have to do the same thing, friend. If it's doing, we didn't break it.
Oh, okay. I hit the tab button and then it gave me a cursor.
Ah, okay, cool. Ah, we're getting there. We're getting there.
I believe.
We got a journal, video, photo, ritual. No live feeds in here. That's probably a good thing. Okay, all right.
Ooh, we get to do a ritual.
What'd you say?
So we get to do a ritual?
Yeah. If you change to photo.
No photos selected.
Damn. Okay. I wanted to see if I could see the change on your screen. I guess not.
So what are these
Oh, I
things?
see.
Are
I
these
see what we're
different types? Oh, these are herbs. These are herbs.
Yeah.
What is that first one? What is amaranth?
Well, ask Chiba.
Okay.
He loves her.
He subs, I think.
He probably does.
Everything, literally.
Raid.
Hello.
Hey, we hear
Can
you.
me?
Right,
Stuff and
yeah,
things.
Good. I can hear y'all.
Yay.
Yay!
Y'all here.
Saved you.
Yay.
I saved you the purple hair character.
You have a cold?
Rain.
No.
Oh, I don't. Wow, I don't see myself
But you should. What do you mean you don't? What? Why would you see yourself?
on the board.
Oh,
not on
oh,
the
I see you.
Oh.
Oh, I see you there. Yeah, I see you.
Yeah, I see you at
This
the bottom.
is great. This is great. This
gonna
is a good
go
time so far.
perfect.
Yeah, good time. It's working
We're
out well.
gonna Be professionals.
It's fine. Once we start, it'll be
Go
fine.
Spacers.
Hey, what are you watching?
Death Watchers.
Tater's on YouTube.
Can we
Okay.
get Vine on here?
What happened?
How do I change my character?
Over here. Yeah,
Oh.
where it says change character.
Nice. All right. All right. All right.
Hey, Carnage. How's Death Watchers? It's we're here. We've been in the lobby so
There
far.
I am.
Yay!
Okay, good.
Okay, so you can't crouch, but you can sprint.
Wee.
Into the darkness. We're here. That's right. I'll just watch them from a distance. It'll be fine. What I missed? Nothing. Nothing. We're still in the lobby. We're checking stuff out. V for
I missed
walkie.
it all.
Okay.
All of it.
Oh, so we got
Mic
Steve,
check.
please.
Oh, what?
What button is that?
It's V.
Oh my gosh.
Rubber ducky with the
Let's
10
go.
money ever.
Tango, tango. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Let me go far away to test it
All right.
properly.
Tater, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Of course, this is Tater. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay, see, okay, I would love
Sorry,
it.
coming on in. Can you
Yeah,
read me?
it sounds like you're right next to me, so it's hard to tell
Yeah.
whether you're using the walkie or not.
Foxtrot
Wing.
uniform.
Some filter, yeah, for sure.
Well,
Oh, hey, how are you?
Oh, hey, how are you?
What do we have here? We have flashlight, photo camera, thermal, floodlight, bandage, medkit, void stick, EMF, audio sensor, glow stick, and video camera. Used for sealing voids and can stop entity attacks. Oh. Hi, Twig. Bookworm, hello. So the void stick seems like it'll be definitely useful. Voids hurt. Okay, roger that. Well, I feel like we definitely need... So how much money do we have? Oh, 500 smackers.
500
Ooh.
smackaroos.
I feel like we need at least all of us to have flashlights. I think that's a gimme.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Game mode. The new primary game mode. Investigate the locations using a wide variety of equipment. Walk around, take photos, place video cameras, hide from entities, scan events, and hopefully build your ritual. Or perish. Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun,
Dun,
dun.
Dun,
dun,
dun, dun.
dun.
Sparkle, hello. Appreciate this. Awful. Oh, I hope you feel better, friend. I'm sorry.
I purchased 2 more flashlights, so I got 4.
Wait. Didn't we already I already had 2, yeah? So now we have, wait, are we about to have 6 flashlights?
We have 4 players. What do you mean?
Well, it says owned 2. Oh, equipped. Ah.
Ah, yes.
Ah, yes, yes. Oh, yes, yes.
Numbers.
Oh,
Numbers.
yeah.
math,
Numbers.
math,
Oh.
Science.
Oh.
All right. What else should we get? Should we, I mean, I know we don't want to like spend all the bank. Photo camera, take photos of stuff. Do we just go in
Yeah.
there for one and just like look around maybe? We could do one of everything. I mean, I'm sure that would be expensive, but you know.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just go in there
YOLO.
just with some flashlights and see what's happening.
Oh, I gotta click on the guy. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm okay with that. And then the next round we can buy some stuff.
Little test run just to get our feet wet. You know?
Yeah,
Yay.
I'm down, Charlie
explore.
Brown. All right. Rare.
Looks fun.
Meow. Meow.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
Sorry,
Meow,
my cat is
meow.
on my lap.
Meow.
Thermometer.
Clingy day.
Video camera that utilizes thermal imaging. Okay. I think what we'll do is we'll go in there for one with just flashlights, and then after we do this one, then we'll get stuff to actually be useful.
Nice.
I like it. All right. Are we ready?
Yes.
Ready,
Ready.
Brady.
Not all players are ready.
I'm
Oh,
ready.
we all have to ready.
Whoops.
Doesn't matter what game it is. There's always a Chiba. Okay, now here we
Listen.
go.
Wow.
But we can hear each other in the loading screen. Heyo.
Yay.
Void time.
Matt, welcome in. Cat attack live. No,
Void,
Kitty's
buddy.
chilling. There's no kitty attack. It's fine. There's always a Chiba. Classic.
I love talking loading screens.
I,
I can see so
Hey.
much.
hey.
Are y'all see what
Oh.
I'm seeing?
Oh, we're in a car.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Oh, beep beep.
Road
Oh,
trip.
Wait,
Tater.
who's driving? Looks like I'm driving.
Tater.
I'm in the back seat. Hello?
You're in the seat. Are you okay?
I,
there you go.
I don't know where I'm going.
I think you're
Let me
okay.
get something.
You're right. Tater was being eaten by the chair. Ooh. Okay.
Oh.
So it looks like we
Hey,
get.
look at this vehicle.
Looks like no matter what, we get one of these guys.
Oh,
Where's the
nice.
skull?
An event logger.
And there's
How do we
2
pull out?
flashlights.
Okay. I got, wait, was there not 4?
No, there's only 2 flashlights.
F.
Huh. Interesting.
Oh, F. Okay, cool.
Oh, F it.
Yeah, and I think you can scroll to put it away.
Oh, so if you hold down F in your hand, it scans to see if it's an anomaly. I see.
Wait, who has a flashlight
Oh.
right now?
Not me.
Not me.
Okay. I guess we do only have 2. We never bought the flashlight we just added 4. I got
I did
nothing.
hit the purchase button.
I thought we did. Maybe not.
I definitely did. I have less than $500 now.
Oh, well, we must not have added, I guess.
Oh.
All right. Well, there is a flashlight here for anybody that wants it.
This
And a
is going
paramic?
well.
We're kicking ass. We're doing it.
Firmly grasp the flashlight, somebody.
Firmly grasp it.
Firmly grasp it.
Raspy.
So I guess you can't pick up one of these at the same time.
What's? Oh, we got sage, we got salt, we got thyme. We got a little spice rack in here. What are we?
Oh,
what
no,
are we
you can.
making?
Oh, maybe
Ooh.
there's a limit to how much you can have in
Some
your hand.
some
Toggle the
stuffing.
flash with the space bar. It's not turning on for me. Oh, when it's not
Circle.
okay. When it's in your hand, it's
Circle
F.
soil.
But when
Oh,
it's
shit, I picked up the circle
but
soil.
when it's away from it, then there you go. Okay.
Put the circle soil back in.
All right. Make sure to take the flashlight. There's one left. Oh wait.
Got it.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You're holding a
wait,
flashlight.
Yeah.
You're holding
don't
a
have a flashlight.
flashlight. Tater, do you have one?
No, I don't have one. I thought
we have
that we didn't
3?
enough, so I didn't take one.
Hmm. I'm probably gonna die. You can tear, Tater. You take it.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. I can
Oh,
see.
you take it.
I can see
take
with
it.
my eyes closed. Yeah.
I don't think that's how that works. All right. Into the house.
Woo!
Somebody picked up 2. Wait a minute.
I grew
Wait a
up in
minute.
a house like this.
Hold on. Who doesn't have a flashlight?
Me.
Slasher.
Oh, just follow. I'll try to follow the light.
Nope. There's one right there on the floor.
Oh, you had 2 in your hand.
I apparently had 2. No, come back. Where you going? Come back.
Where? I can't see. I'm
Down
blind.
here. Right down here.
I'm highlighting it. I'm painting
Look
it.
on the ground.
I see the light.
I see the Oh, God. Tater, run. The lightning's going to get us. Let me in. All right. How are you scanning?
Oh,
I get a hold of the F
atmosphere.
button when it's in your hand. Hold F.
Hold the F? Okay. I would love for that to be like left click or right click or something. All right.
And I can see your laser too. I can see what you're scanning.
See your freaking laser.
I'm scanning your crotch right now.
I'm
Can you
scanning your face hole.
see- Oh, nice. It's actually kind of hot. Don't do that.
Sorry. Here, I'll try. I'll light the fire. We'll be fine.
Who's that? Oh, there's a face missing from the picture. I guess they had to take that out for copyright reasons.
Okay. Well, I think it's going to be tough because I do believe...
Oh, did you hear that?
Uh-oh. I do believe it's somewhat like was it this? Like an anomaly game where like things are moved and missing and changed. So if we don't know the
Oh shit! What
I don't
the
know.
fuck?
I don't like it.
I don't know. I don't know how do I switch?
Grandpa, help!
How to...
Help! I'm scaring you. I'm giving you the,
Oh,
the
yeah,
laser.
Come here. Come here.
They got frickin'
Stay
laser
still.
beams attached to their frickin' heads.
Scan it. Ooh, I'm gonna.
Hey, oh, there's two. What the dick?
I
Help!
hate to tell you-
Help!
What the-
He's trying to kiss me. What do you want from me? Leave me alone, you bully. That's not an entity sighting. Excuse me. Oh, it's previously logged. Help! 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 Help!
Oh God.
What does it
Oh, God.
want? F off, nerd.
Oh God.
Look, it won't go away.
Here. Maybe they're here to help. Maybe they're here to help.
I just realized that I had my walkie on my mouse, though. Pro moves. All right, well, that was good. We did it, team.
Good job.
We're winners. I am winning.
Yay.
All right, I'm gonna go sit over here in the corner for a second. Totally didn't do something I was supposed to do earlier. I made a whoopsie. I made a whoopsie.
That's blood.
Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
Is that an orb?
So it seems like when you're holding this event logger thing, if you hit Q and E, it changes the type of thing you're
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to...
it changes what you're doing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That thing was huge. That's what she said.
Giggity. I hate it here so
We're
much.
adults.
Did Tater just hawk too?
Excuse me.
I totally didn't do this either. Okay. Axis, hello. How are you? Oh God, we're scared. Fuck. I'd rather not. That's not working. I'm gonna have to fix that after this game, I think. Okay. All right. Where are we at?
I'm trying to figure out what audio the footsteps would be. Threat, maybe?
What was that?
Dark in here.
Oh, that was
I
that
don't know,
Tater?
it had red-
Oh. Whoa.
Guys.
Whoa.
Oh, there's a secret passage. Come
Whoa.
upstairs, quick.
No, thank you.
No, careful. These things, they won't leave me alone, Tater.
There's a crystal ball up here. I found a secret passage.
Tater, help. Okay. Jiminy Christmas.
Hold me, Tony Danza.
Is there, okay.
Right.
Oh,
Dancer, dancer.
there's an arm here?
Oh, that's a type.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
that's an
one.
arm.
Victim or limb. Banger. Got it.
Do we all have to do it?
I don't think so. Oh, why is this red? Red light
All right,
event?
come in here. There's some crazy shit going on.
Secret tunnel.
Ooh.
Oh, actually, that's a body limb right
Oh,
there.
brother,
I think it's
ugh.
somebody's intestines. Hold up a second.
Ah!
Yep, it sure was. All right, in here, there's a crystal ball, and there's some cold crap happening.
Ooh, it's falling.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
hey.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, you're right.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. It's fine. Oh boy.
I don't think we're going to be fine.
Just a little. Just a little. It's fine.
There's a lot of bad stuff here.
Oh, this looks fun.
We need to talk
Looks
about
like
our
a nice little
definitions of
tea
fun.
party area.
Are we supposed to be able to hide?
I don't.
All right, you guys have fun, okay? I'll hang out here.
Are there blood on these paintings? It looks like there are.
Cute orbs.
I think so. Yeah.
Stop it.
Did you say X stop it?
Yeah, I don't know what I was trying to say. Before the
Stop it. Nathan, welcome
Stop
in.
it.
All right, I need to try to fix something real quick because it's being dum-dum sauce. Wonder if they see your flashlight. I don't
the dum-dum
know.
sauce.
I don't know
I
if
don't think McDonald's
hey.
serves that sauce.
Hey. Hey.
Hey.
Hey.
Sorry. I think sometimes-
Hey.
No.
Somebody farted.
Sorry, I got nervous. It was the beans.
I'm trying to fix something. Sorry. Because I can't see this chat over here, and I don't know why. It's Pink. Hello. What's up, Frosty? Welcome in, friends. Okay, I guess we'll do it this way because it's being dumb. It's fine. Go over here. Go to the custom dock. Go there. Go there. Go there. There we go. Now I can see chat again. Good grief. Brother,
not attached to anything?
Brother, wait, what? Hi, Daisy. I wish I could do push to talk so you guys didn't have to hear me.
Hello?
I'm sorry.
Did you touch my ass? Who touched my ass?
Did you touch my ass?
Yeah, goody.
I don't know what this is.
Chinggis! Send help, Chinggis!
It looks like a wall.
No, this thing right here on the floor. This like furnace looks like
Nailed
it's
it.
not attached to anything.
It looks like you're like staring at the wall and being like, "What is this?" And I'm
No,
like,
I'm
"That's
looking,
a."
I'm
Why
looking
is this-
down. Yeah.
Why is this outlet here like this?
Wait, can you not see? I'm looking down to the floor right now. Does it look like I'm looking at the floor?
No, it doesn't.
There's something behind you. Look out.
Careful, SpongeBob. Watch out. Tater's talking like a hardcore gamer right now. There's a ghost coming, trying to rip your head off. Careful, SpongeBob. Oh shit! I didn't know there actually was a ghost coming. Why is that locked?
I'm gonna stay in this closet forever now. Okay, everyone.
Wait, where are you?
Have
Where's
a
the
fun
closet? Okay.
time.
No, it's not locked. It's just it's an open
All
end,
right.
not a sway out.
Hey, how are you?
This is the safety spot.
Hey,
I
how
think.
are you?
We're just hanging out. You guys do your thing, all
Oh,
right?
if you hit spacebar, it turns
They
off
can
your
flip through
flashlight.
walls.
Yeah.
Not closet.
I don't know if that.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
ha! No, thank you. Danger! Welcome in. Thank you for the 5 months. Yeah, push to talk would be great, so you guys don't have to listen to me jibber jabber.
I apologize for the cat sounds.
I don't know. You're fine.
Oh, it is.
Whoa! What?
What? Are you okay?
Where are you?
Rain?
I'm
Wait.
fine. It's
Okay.
okay. It's
What
fine.
is this?
What'd you
A
find?
I'm
magnifying
okay.
glass.
Ooh.
Can I pick it up? No, I can't. Oh wait. Oh, can't. Is that a clue?
We got to find another paw print. That's the 3rd clue. I'm afraid to go too far away from the hiding spot because there's been a lot of activity and I feel like something bad's about to happen.
Probably.
Why does it sound like you're right next to me, but I don't see you?
Yeah, when we do the walkie especially, it sounds like you're right here.
My God.
I'll just lock myself in here real quick.
Oh, a camera. Do we have access to see what that camera's looking at?
Oh, let's see. Video.
Nice.
Oh, hey, I
That would
see
be-
I,
That'd be light.
I see a tater.
Oh, hi.
There's green lighting in here. I feel like it's an anomaly as well.
Is there like night vision? Oh, there is.
It sure is. Successfully logged.
Oh,
We're counting
nice. Let's
everybody.
go.
Oh, that was the anomaly. Oh.
Tater.
Ritual. What do we, how do you know what you need? Do we need to find like the spot or something?
Oh, is a magnifying glass for it?
Being an iPad kid. I am being an iPad kid. 100%. Hey, Alexi.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the iPad.
Time for creepy, scary game? I think so. I think so.
So we have 3 lighting entities, and 3 entity sightings too.
Where do you see that in the journal?
That's in events. You gotta,
I
click
see.
the button for events. So it tells you what we've gotten right so far.
Okay. 3 entity. We have 3 lighting, 2 victim limb, 1 object.
Oh. I found a thing. Okay, that's cool.
Okay, there's 1 cam. All right. Coming out.
You come.
Nobody
come out
move.
where?
Yeah.
That just shushed me.
Can I move now?
Did you hear? It just shushed me.
It did.
Yes?
Rude.
Why did these organs not go away when I wait? Oh, those aren't organs. Those are the clothes, I think.
I mean, it's would it be victim or limb?
That's what I thought, but it's not. It's not going. Is
Is it
that,
supposed
is it
to
like
go away?
intestines, or is that clothes?
Oh, hi. That was a whisper. Okay.
Dude, I'm telling you.
It's whispering sweet nothings to me.
Audio threat?
It's telling
So-
me.
No.
Is there
Whose
anywhere else
wrist
to
is
hide?
on your
Oh,
s'mores?
Jesus! What the dickens?
Wait, that object just disappeared.
It didn't make a noise. It just appeared in my face.
I know.
Why you do these
I really
things?
like these carpets.
I'm glad.
Yay, corporate.
Tater's really taking an appreciation for the house.
I mean, I would live here. In this economy.
And this,
Oh, I picked up a magnifying glass. Hold on a second.
I'm gonna sit right here and wait for this
I see.
entity to come running at us. Ready?
Detective Tater.
Here it comes.
Inspector Tater. You see the magnifying glass?
I did. Wait, I did. Where? You said we do.
It's in my hand.
He's holding it.
Oh, I do see it. Yeah, I do.
Look at him just strut on down.
Me. Go, Tater, go. I guess do we go back downstairs, maybe?
Possibly.
All right.
I can hit the light switch to the wall. Look at that.
Now look at you. No need to brag.
The lights are flashing down.
Why'd the
here.
light flicker? Hey.
Light.
Hey.
thing.
Hey.
Yeah, do a lighting reading on that
Yeah.
thing. and it'll-
Hey, what did you do for the... There's a blue light in this one. What did you do for the entity?
Those are all lightings. You gotta switch the entity
Lighting.
event logger to lighting.
Roger that.
It was so close to my ear.
Are you okay?
It's trying to kill me.
Where is it?
It's mad. I don't know. I saw
It's
red on my
invisible!
screen.
It's invisible!
It's invisible!
We're safe on the stairs. We'll be fine. Cruel Mitch.
Wanted to
Thank you
snap.
guys for the primes.
We
Sit up or down? Up or down? Up or down?
Oh my
Up
god.
or down? Up or down?
I don't know. I feel safe here. For some
Tater!
reason. Are you alive, Tater? Tater?
Maybe that's Tater making all that noise. Tater?
Tater.
Tater, are you
He's getting
okay?
out.
We got
Tater,
an
can you
audio
hear
event.
me?
Tater? Tater?
Ooh.
Tater?
Tater.
Tater?
I would like to say we've remained extremely calm.
It'll take
He's not in here. He's not in the hiding spot.
Not
Tater?
Tater.
friend.
Is he hiding? Is he?
Ghost No.
Is he making a
Leading
funny?
him into the void.
Oh, why did you shut the door in here? Yee.
Oh, I didn't lock you in.
I'm hanging out. You guys are good.
Oh my god.
No, it's a game. It's a new game called DEATHWATCHERS.
Object movie.
Hatter, thank you for the
Must be
15
object
months.
movie.
Hello. Tater's roasted. Oh no.
Tater, no.
Am I good to come out now? Hello?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey.
maybe.
Hope
I don't.
so.
We're out
Hey.
here. We're still here.
Okay.
Hey.
Did I just see it on the stairs? Where's entity? Oh, tickets. Oh, tickets. Oh, tickets. Dig.
Don't get my booty. Don't get my booty. Don't get my booty.
Run. Was that one of us?
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
What's that? Are our friends
Well,
a Tater?
oh, if you hear me, then you're dead. Hi.
I'm not dead.
Well, you're gonna be soon, I guess. Hi.
Am I dead? Are you dead?
I'm dead.
I died for sure.
Is
yes.
that an afterlife,
His
Tater?
ass was in my face,
Oh,
and I
there's
checked his
Tater.
butthole, and then he killed me.
Oh, skeet up, bot up.
Oh, he said yeah after you said skid up bottom.
My god.
What do we do?
Your poor earballs.
What do we do?
I don't know.
Do we just run?
Can you hear
I
me?
guess.
Tater. The ghost of Tater is back to haunt us.
I need.
What do you need?
A Taylor. Because I ripped my pants.
All right, I think we just need to make a break for it, okay?
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
What is happening?
You'll be
Oh,
fine.
seeing it through
Fine.
your eyes. Oh no.
You'll be fine.
Oh, Slash, are you dead
Your
too?
body?
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Oh god.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Run.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, watch your back. Watch your back. I saw
follow you
one.
outside?
I don't know where Tater went, but I saw Tash's body.
Oh boy.
Oh my
Well, this is.
God.
This
Why
has
is there a
gone really
casket out
well.
here? That's just not a good thing to walk into.
It's, yeah, that's a little.
All right. Do we just like, should we just go on this one? We have a few things that we did. I mean, if we go and we look at our journal, let's see here. We have 5 lighting, 3 entity, 2 audio gore, 2 victim or limb, 1 object move. I say we take the money and run on this one.
Yeah, I am in agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take the money and run.
Let's just yeah. Let's don't get greedy.
What money?
That's
You're
how you
getting
die
paid?
and lose all your money.
These damn goats. They won't go away. All right. I guess, do we just get in the car? All right.
Maybe.
Yeah. Hey, look at that. Friends are alive.
Change back to the default character.
Hey! That went so well.
Ooh.
Okay.
Now, I'm wondering if there's a defensive
Oh,
item.
look.
because
We had
I didn't know if you were
1,100
getting this.
viewers. Pog. 350 in ad
Oh.
revenue. Let's see. Nice.
Wait, we had
Okay. Medical
viewers?
fees,
People were watching all
200.
that?
Way to die. That's fine. So we made 150.
Okay.
I'm up to 850 now, though. What?
All right.
So I'm curious. So I know the circle has how we banish it, but I don't know
Yeah.
how you know what to put inside of the circle. As
I
far as
don't.
the
I don't know.
That is
Object.
Wait,
Oh,
is
we
it
also have to
maybe
pay
like-
attention. Like again, the object move disappearance and stuff like that. Unless it's really obvious at first, I think it's gonna be tough. Ad revenue is how much you
I
make.
see it says in the journal. It
Oh.
says like what you have to use, like what has to
But we had
happen in
200
order
in
for
medical
you to-
fees though. Shouldn't that be how much we owed? Oh, because I didn't die. Oh, okay. Sold. I'll take it. Ritual. Okay. Yeah, like, right. Like, we have all these different things here for the ritual. The carpet moved at one point. See, man. What up, JD? I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
So I guess I am curious. Like how do you
How do you know
What is
which
the defensive?
herbs and spices?
Well, no, I figured that out. That,
So
that
event,
is,
okay. So if we look at the event data, like audio gore must not occur. So I guess we start like checking or Xing off what it could or could not be. Like 1 or more handprint required, 4 or more blood required. Like on the last one we did 3 or more object move. Like some of the, so we would not have had Amaranth because we had audio gore, didn't we? What's up, Noel?
Well,
think we did, yeah.
I'm assuming you just have to
The
have
events tell you what to
those
use,
things happen
yeah.
in order for you to use it.
Yeah. Yeah, like 1 or more handprint required. So if you get a handprint, there's a good chance it's this one, the Asphodel
Like we
or
had a lot of
Asphodel.
lighting changes, and we had a lot of entity sightings.
But none of that is here under the event data, though. Maybe it's different when
This-
you're in the match, though. Maybe it changes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's try again. What's effects? All right.
Let's go
Flashlights. So how did you buy? Oh, you just clicked on it. Yes.
Yeah. It says, wait, did you just buy some? Because it says we already own 3.
Really? I see owned 1. Oh, you added them. Okay.
Oh, I must own them then. Okay.
What up, Ricky?
Ooh, fancy.
The more events you don't narrow down becomes much easier, but the more you log, the more aggressive the ghost. The more you, the more stuff you got. I get you.
again.
yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting.
How do we
Okay.
not die to the ghost?
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
you
I
should have
mean,
just
that-
taken
they were up to
mine and
us.
Rain's lead, you know?
Hey, I just wanted a break. I just wanted a little nap. It was misunderstood.
Okay, so we should take, I guess, a thermometer. Thermometer. Okay,
The
I bought it.
Mariner. Do 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 do. The
Maybe an
Mariner.
EMF?
Do, do,
Yeah.
do.
Okay. So take you. What else do we want? Bandage or med kit?
Oh, bandages.
Bandages? Okay. Here, I'm bringing 2 bandages.
I wonder if we had so many entities attacking. 'cause there
Slide
wasn't
thank you for
voice
the
somewhere.
prime. What up, Tress? Wait, what? Who do we wear?
So it says void stick. Can seal a void and stop entities from attacking. So maybe the entity spawned because there was a void and it crawled out of its hole.
Maybe here, I'll add a couple void sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's glow sticks. Mana. Don't be like Kill. Wait, what did Kill do? All right. Audio sensor.
I'm gonna glow stick it up.
Okay. Placeable video camera. That's pretty cool, I guess. It's expensive right now until we have more minis.
Yeah.
We have bandages, void sticks, EMF, generic camera used for taking photos. But are they really beneficial though? I don't know.
Depends what you're taking photos in Flash.
Well, don't mind if I do.
The ghost Flash.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Roger that. My apologies. Did it guess hello? Glow stick equals UV. But is UV even a thing? I mean, they're cheap though.
I guess thermal camera. Maybe it's the same thing.
I'll just buy a couple. Won't put them in there. Okay, so we have bandage, glow stick, void stick. We have a thermal, EMF, photo camera, flashlights. Maybe that'll be good for the next round.
I think we're loaded, honestly.
Okay, I'd say we go for it then.
Yeah.
Let's rock.
I'm curious to see if the entities can run outside the house too.
I don't know. That's what I ran outside and was kind of at the ready for it just in case stuff went down. Chiba, look over here.
Mine says set. I'm ready.
Oh, that's me. Sorry.
Wow.
Listen. I have to honor Chiba in spirit.
I can't cut you off either. If I try to cut you off, it just takes us to here. And now here we are. Rats. Same equipment. Well, a lot of games are going to have the same equipment, to be fair. Like the EMF reader, like a lot of that stuff, that's real things. It's not like it was made by them.
Oh my gosh, Rain, you were part of the car seat?
Oh, Tater's back in the seat again.
Oh, wow. Hold on, Rain. Don't go
I can
into
taste the leather.
seat.
I can taste it.
Rain is the anomaly.
Hey, Kyle.
Okay, sold.
Oh.
All right.
I want
We're all
to
gonna
break
live.
free.
Want to break free. All right, get a flashlight for sure. Now we've got some stuff we can take.
Void stick?
I'm going to take the EMF reader because life.
The bandages look like toilet
I
paper.
got a rave party stick.
The void stick looks like there's a cigar inside of like a little sheath.
Maybe it is.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is. You know, we're trying to reserve our Cubans.
Right.
I see this now.
That's what you throw at them. The ghosts
What is this,
really,
like,
really hate smoking. Game just on
Yep,
Steam.
they're
Yeah,
all-
for now. Vin, how did you like it, friend? All right. I think I'm ready.
What is the button to
Ready
pick
for
up?
you.
Oh.
You goofy goof.
Oh,
How much can you hold at the same time?
I guess 3. Because one
I
of the
grabbed
spots
somebody's
will say
flashlight
one
by
of the
mistake,
spots
I'm
will
sorry,
say
here it is.
empty.
Yeah, somebody can have a flashlight.
Do I turn the EMF reader on? What up, Jelly? How
let's
are
look
you?
at this first.
Hey, Ricky, welcome in. Do I turn the
I'm
EMF reader
glowing.
on? I'm effing it. I'm left clicking it. I'm right clicking it. Or does it just happen?
Ooh, this is cool.
It's on all the time. Okay.
Thermal camera is really cool.
Ooh,
On
I'll
all
have to
the
check it out here in a
time.
little bit.
Do you see all the secrets?
Tell us
Yeah,
about
all of the secrets.
All the secrets.
Tell us the secrets. What up, Super? Dova? Secrets. Now the last map, the last one, they were active little beans. All right. I guess we just start looking for stuff that looks wacky for tobacco.
Now, I wonder what that's
Hey, Straya. Wonder what? Already? Murder. What? You wonder what what's for? Tater? Tater? Tater, come in.
I'm here. Hello.
Oh, hey. And
Yay.
you said, I wonder what that's for. And then you went silent.
Oh,
Look,
the
it left me
axe.
in there.
Oh. Oh, take a poo op? Oh, why is the
There's no
bath?
fingerprints on this door.
Ew.
Ugh.
Ugh.
That is
Oh, the
very.
goo water.
That looks solid. There's no movement in that one.
Why? Why? Why did it charge me? Why me?
Oh my gosh.
I'm just a little guy.
Holy crap! Scared.
Holy moly, man.
Ghosty. Oh, this room's locked this time.
Oh, there's a camera
That might be a
there.
moved object.
Ah, maybe.
Oh.
Hold on, let me check. Hey, that's us. E.
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 Moved object or maybe extra
E.
object?
E.
Not extra
Moved object didn't work. What about extra object?
Sorry, just checking out the video. stuff.
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo. How's the game coming?
That
It's
didn't work
good
either.
so
I guess it's
far.
supposed to be blocked off.
Made it out with a couple bucks. Okay, I
found
put the
the,
switch down and it turns the light on. That's odd.
Yeah, they kind of
On
flipped.
the magnifying glass.
So we got magnifying glass.
I think the three-way switches are mixed up.
Something's going up there. Is that blood on
Looks
that?
like a voodoo doll. Are these cursed items?
It's in the
It's a
E.
voodoo doll.
Thank you,
Nothing
Fate.
found there.
Okay. What was that?
I'm like
The
too
sigh.
scared to breathe.
Oh, wait, there's a jewelry box.
Just breathe,
What's it?
man.
Blood.
Just breathe.
I touched the jewelry box.
Hey, why'd you drop that?
I'm touching the jewelry box. I just want to
What?
see if it did anything.
What's it do?
It doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Hi, Mr. Glay.
E.
Is that a drawer or was that a growl?
Oh, I threw it outside the house. Whoops. It kind of just, I dropped it and it went outside the house.
That's not a camera malfunction. Huh. I thought I was still in the entity. Oh, there's a lot of stuff to scroll through. Holy shit. Oh, good gravy. That thing showed up again.
Fingerprints?
Oh, phalanges? Do you see some?
No, it locked the door though. I accidentally threw my glow stick into the door.
You goofball.
There's no fingerprints.
Hey, Mob, how are you? Oh my god.
All right,
Noble event.
All right, I guess I'll go back
no
downstairs.
fingerprints.
Heard a wild tater? There is a wild tater. There's a wild tater, a wild tash, a wild rain.
Show yourself or I will.
Or what? It keeps like randomly cutting off. It's like, show yourself or.
I said, show yourself or I'm gonna mess with your thermostat.
Hey, these plates are broken. Is that a thing?
It could be. Let's
Lighting,
see.
void, victim, object move, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of moved it because it kind of like moved several pieces of it, you know?
No. Maybe it's extra. Building suspense, that's right. Maybe it's nothing. All right. I'm just having this thing on entity sighting for all times.
Key over here.
Oh,
Oh,
was that the juice? I just heard it shut off.
Wait, did that?
I heard it go beep.
There's a key over here.
Eggy, get out of here.
God. What's wrong with you?
Wow, Eggy.
The key right here on the windowsill.
Ooh. Wonder what, okay. Maybe is there a certain locked door we can't get into right now?
I think so. I just picked up the key.
Not a gen, roger that.
Maybe the door-
Goodness gracious!
No,
Oh, grumbles.
can't get me in there.
Grumbles.
Ghost, I have a key to your heart.
It's coming to retrieve the key.
Roger that.
Oh,
Oh, the thing's
no!
here. The big thing.
Ooh. Is that bad? I don't know if that's bad. Here, get it. Get it.
Body closure.
Oh my god.
Anybody need a key?
I don't know what I need right now.
No,
Maybe we should
thank
make
you, sir.
a jump for the door. The front door.
Oh boy.
Boy.
Okay. Okay. This is fine.
It's fine.
Everything's
I'm
fine.
assuming somebody's dead.
Ah,
I'm alive.
Oh, hi, I'm Miss Lem.
wonder where the
think I'm
power
alive.
was. I heard it shut. Ow. Oh my goodness. Wonder if it's outside. Oh no. I'll be right back.
That was my thought, yeah.
I heard what sounded like power over here. Oh, hey, I found that box you threw through the wall.
Power's around back.
Power's around back. Roger that. Power's outside. Power's in the back. Ooh. This is boarded. I can't get down there. Okay, this is...
It's this ghost.
Flash, stop turning off the power.
I'm trying to figure out what is happening.
It's the ghost of Force Flash.
Careful, it's coming down the
Oh.
stairs.
Oh, is this what the key opens? I don't know. This.
I think the power source by the basement. Roger that. Good night.
Don't like that.
It's not good. That's not good.
Tater Red.
Oh no.
Don't die.
Is the power on? I'm so confused. Some of the fuses were flipped. Are they actually flipped? Wait, is someone outside screaming right now?
That was me.
Was there something out here?
I don't know when I heard it in my ear hole.
But look, so you have fuse
Am I like,
box.
wait, the axe. Can we use the axe to like destroy
These
this?
fuses
There's an
don't
axe
look
to-
interactable.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I don't feel safe.
We get it, you're hungry. Shut up.
Oh.
Think you turned it off? I don't think so. I think it's on. Just a big handle, but when it's down, it's on, and when it's up, it's off. So as of now, green light is on, but it's yellow. And when I flip this, it's red.
Hurts.
Tater,
That's a lot
you
of
still
screaming.
alive?
So confused. Wiggy, thank you for the 18 months. Hello, friend. Now it's green. When I flipped it up before, it said offline. Yes? That's what we were so confused about because it kept saying that it was offline.
Give him the axe.
Bottom light says live. Yeah, now it does. It didn't before, though.
Well, I don't know if it works.
Interesting.
Oh, what the? What?
I don't know. It's just dropped.
I guess we won't go down there, huh?
Listen, it's fine. It's fine, everybody. No panic. I just got an axe.
Nobody.
I don't know what to do with it, but I
Here,
got it.
chop down that wood.
I'm trying. Chop harder.
Tater, are you alive?
Axe, not for that.
Tater, bro.
Tater? I keep
Oh
it.
no, Tater! Look at him.
Oh no! Too much technology.
Here lies Tater.
Oh.
He was the proest of taters.
He's broken.
Can we scan him?
Would this count as a victim?
I would assume. I mean,
would say,
he looks like
yeah.
a victim or limb.
No event. A victim found. Lies.
I guess he's not our kind of victim. Is there a sleeping tab here? Oh, you fucking prick. It got the power again. All right, where's the one?
This ghost is a dick.
This ghost is a dick. May Tater rest in peace. Oh, he's as crispy as ever.
The pepperoni.
All right.
I think maybe a floodlight next time.
Is that Tater making the walkie noise? Even though he's dead?
Wait, is that a symbol?
Oh, is what a symbol?
Tater, I swear to God.
Yeah, that is a symbol.
Dude, how are you guys? I see nothing. I don't know if that's us or Tater. I hope he knows that we can't hear him talking at all. I'm confused as to what the hell we're supposed to do right now.
Me too. Ah! Bodhi. Okay. He's good. There.
Got it. See you, Ricky.
No, don't be here. I'm not. Leave me alone.
This entity is still in here. You good, bro? Get away from me. Tater's mad you let him pass. Hi, T. We're very confused. Are you guys alive?
Think so.
Okay, coming out.
No such thing as a ghost. No such thing as a spooky ghost. Ghost facers.
Oh my gosh, wait, did something just move over here? Oh, you
I just
hear
heard a
that, right?
growl. What is that sound, dude? It keeps shutting off the power. I can't see anything.
Oh, I think it asked for help. Hold on. I heard please. Was that help?
All right, go help it.
Yay, I logged something. I am helpful.
Oh,
I
could you
did help.
hear?
The log
Oh,
thing
you
said
heard it
help.
through the paramic.
It said help.
All right, we got to help it now.
Then
Maybe it's
also
Tater
big-
asking
big
for help.
growl.
Maybe.
Are we safe in the light? I don't think so. Let me go get the power back on, I guess. Oh, well, is this stupid to go that way?
Light over here.
It's a glow stick. Yeah, see, that didn't even say offline. Hello? Anybody? Are you safe outside? I think. Scan the body. We can't. It does nothing. Go! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is that a thing? Is something about to happen? We're very confused. I have
Big
no
tall
idea.
one is scary.
What'd you call me? Okay, let me check the journal real fast. Or the tablet, not the journal. So, if we go to... No, here. Okay.
Do.
You can try the victim thing again.
Four or more lighting required. Audio help must not... Do we have audio help right now? What events do we have?
We do
Does it
have
go to
audio
this
help.
every time? One audio help. Zero lighting.
Victim. I heard another growl.
Me too.
I don't know if that's
Power outside the house feels
big-
wrong. We're figuring it out. Maybe. Unsure. So
doing
that's the
something.
events. 2 or more audio help required. 5 or more entity orbs required. 4 or more handprints required. I don't know how many handprints we saw.
I might die, but I'm taking
You know what? I was fine where I was. Maybe the
Stop!
tutorial was
Leave
important.
my cheeks alone! Ah! Don't walk through the table. That's cheating.
Oh no, right?
Are you guys downstairs?
No! Don't try to cut me off, Grandpa.
Oh, it was
Rain is downstairs.
Grandpa.
Grandpa.
Scooby Dooed his ass across the.
Footprints
He's upstairs.
on the wall.
You don't see me.
with
You
the
see
thermal.
footprints now? Where?
On the wall and going up to the ceiling.
Oh, I see nothing.
Do you have a
Edit the
thermal?
events tab in the tab and look at all the events you can log between hunts. Yeah, that's what I was looking at earlier.
Yeah, I definitely see feeties.
Lighting, void, audio, handprint, footprint, camera malfunction. I guess the longer you go, more stuff can happen.
That makes sense.
That does make sense.
Ah!
Christ, my Christ.
They can crop the wall. I guess. I don't know. The previous page, it shows the video. Oh, it shows video of all the events. Oh, okay. I might have to do that in a safe place. I like how Tater's the one that died, and then the thing hasn't hunted again yet. I'm gonna EMF this
Could just be
bastard.
lucky.
I'm gonna EMF you so hard. Do you have the closet? We do have the closet. There we go. Shed some light on this situation. Turn it on. You can't turn it on. Well, actually, wait. Oh, EMF 3. I think it's the electrical, though. EMF 4? Tater's the crispy one? He is the crispy one. I'm getting EMF 4 here. Is it because of this light? Jiminy!
I don't understand the audio events.
Sure, we'll figure it out. If objects disappear. Oh, if they move and stuff. Oh, that could be true. Oh, that's a good point.
Maybe the EMF 4 is to do with the axe?
I don't know. Every time I go here, though, I have EMF 4. I wonder if there's something different. See space.
Oh, audio threat.
Are these orbs in here or just like floating dust?
I can't tell.
Yeah, this EMF reader, you don't turn it on or off. It's just on.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, Sam. Yeah, I see nothing else. I'm like looking around down here and I don't see really, I mean, I see a spooter web.
A spooter web? It.
Yeah.
It.
Blown the painting. I saw that too, but I thought I heard. Ow. Did it just like throw a knife at me or something?
I think
Why am I hurting? Am I cursed?
Oh. The audio gore? No, thank you.
It like. It threw hands at me and then all of a sudden I was just hurt.
Oh. It's happened to me. I kept bleeding outside too. We got stabbed. That makes a lot of sense now.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna go get a bandage. BRB. Yeah. What's my health right now? Oh shit. Uh-oh. How do I use you? $69. Okay. I feel like we should take this guy. Ian, I'm not sure, friend. Kind of fast, but isn't. Yeah, we have to. If we look at this, we look at the events. There's object move, object disappearance, extra object. Now, I don't know if there's more video of what is supposed to be here.
Oh, I didn't notice that before.
What's that?
The video.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Matthew? Hello, friend. What's the game? The game is DEATHWATCHERS. DEATHWATCHERS. What's next?
DEATHWATCHERS.
Oh, over here. Okay. Victims are limbs. Okay. Blood. Handprints. Footprints. Makes sense. Camera malfunction. I guess if it gets jacked up. I haven't seen any writing. Symbols. Oh, there it is. Okay. Got to pay attention for that. Okay, I think. Okay, I see the
We can start
orb.
mocking stuff off, I think,
Okay.
at least.
Anytime the lights, if the lights are flickering, there's a void. Audio events. Okay. Okay. Should be all right. It says the EMF will guide you to EMF events. Could that be why the EMF is level 4? Oh, disappearance events. Oh, is that what it said? Where? Did it say it on this screen? Okay. Oh. Objects may randomly disappear into the void. These objects haven't moved. They're just no longer visible to the human eye. EMFs will guide you towards disappearance events. Ooh. EMFs will guide you towards, yeah. Okay. Disappearance events. Okay. All right. So question.
Mm-hmm.
Do we bring back Tater and try this again?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Or do we, yeah, because he's been dead for a second and I don't want to do that to him.
Yeah.
We haven't logged
Bro,
that much
Tater.
stuff.
We need
Maybe.
to get our tater.
I think we bring back Tater. Bring back a Tater. We'll bring back a Tater.
Bring back the tater.
Bring back Tater, bro.
Scanning it.
Boop-a-doop-a-doop.
And there's a symbol on the table. I think there was. I think I saw that too. Yeah. We'll get Tater and we'll try again. There's like a fly in here.
Beep, beep.
Oh, look, a
Oh.
Tater.
It's there.
I learned a couple things.
Okay.
One, it hunts more in the dark. The moment the power went off, whoever was outside, it immediately hunted me.
Oh.
I try to rush for the door. The door is locked. And it
All
came
signs.
outside, too.
Yeah. You said it came outside?
The ghost did come outside, 100%.
Oh, shit.
So then I went back in to try to run it, try to loop it around the table, but it is much faster than you.
Okay.
So there is no way to outrun it.
All right. I'll add stuff back. Now we have a little more of an understanding of stuff we're looking for. We'll need more flashlights.
I can buy some floodlights too.
Okay. Might not be a bad idea. Veritas, thank you for the 8 months. Hello. All right. Floodlights. Audio sensor can detect when paranormal audio events are about to occur. That's kind of cool. Lets you know when they're about to happen.
That would be useful.
That's pretty cool. It's $60. That's so expensive. I'll buy it. Okay.
Inflation.
Inflation. I'm going to get another bandage or two. I actually ended up using that. Okay.
Where do you see your health? Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Top right.
Yeah. Your health. Wait, what?
My throat hurts from screaming.
Yep, when you open up your
Giggity.
journal, you open
Yes.
up your
Yeah, a
journal
couple
thing, top
med
right,
kits.
it's 100 out of 100
Yes.
right
Yes. All right. Do we need anything else right now?
I got a couple med kits just in case.
Cool.
Of dire.
Good.
I like it.
Dire times.
Dire times.
Dire times.
Dire. All right.
Darn
Let's
table.
rock. We got this.
now. Ready to
It's not me.
Wasn't me either. I'm scared. The thing's it keeps targeting Tater, and I don't know why.
It's fascinated with Tater, bro.
It,
Seems so.
It's
with
them
Tater, bro.
tater tots,
Get out of
you
here,
know?
fly.
It wants your tater tots, Tater.
Tater, we gotta talk. Okay. Tater was trying to drive with me. Like, look, I'm down for sharing, but
Taking the wheel, Flash.
Tater, take the wheel.
Tater, take the wheel.
Oh, the audio sensor. Interesting.
Ooh, look at
floodlight.
that. Ah,
Oh, that's bright. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
I can try to pick it up.
warn somebody. Holy moly. You're gonna
Follow
hurt
the light,
somebody.
okay?
I'm gonna take a thermometer. Can I hold this up to my face?
Therm?
No.
I'm gonna take an EMF reader.
I'll
Wow,
take a photo camera
that's
just for the
hot.
heck of it. Do we only get 3?
I don't like how the character's holding it, honestly.
Interesting.
He's got a really big death grip on this thing.
I'm out. What do you think so far? We're trying to figure it out. We're learning. Oh, wait. What the?
The way you hold the camera is just like straight armed out.
Really?
Your model, the body, like,
Yeah.
you're not, you're like partially hot. Are you
Your
cold? Are
hips
you
to the
okay?
side.
What?
We should get you inside.
Yeah,
I think you're
you're-
cold.
You're kind of half alive.
Okay. Oh.
Oh no.
I don't know how to tell you this.
You might be partially dead. Oop, I can't go through the gate.
Oh, well, there's a problem right there.
Oh,
Well, I guess the ghost can't kill me if I'm already dead.
Blotch you like that? Okay. All right, going in hot. Show me your thermometers.
Put the floodlight like here, maybe?
What's
Normal.
up?
you said the EMF is always on, right?
Yes. That is correct.
Oh, this rotation's kind of weird. Okay.
All right, so I'm guessing I don't have to press anything. I guess it's just going to let me know when audio stuff's about to happen. Yeah, me too. I keep forgetting that there's a closet here.
I mean, it's like right behind the door.
Yeah.
Easy to miss.
Yeah.
Wonder if closet is definitely a safe spot. I'll have to try to see if I can get to one.
I mean, I haven't died in one, if that's any consolation.
That's definitely good news.
Gosh, that's so bright. Woo!
I can turn it off for now.
You're okay. Holy moly. Guacamole.
Oh, this room is blocked off now.
There's the magnifying glass here.
Oh, wait, I forgot to... Ah! I forgot to bring a scan guy in here. I think I might have to go back out and get one.
Poopy!
No, thank you.
I have another magnifying glass over here. I don't know why. I don't know what it's for.
Maybe it's possibly one of the objects for like the ritual.
Oh, yeah, you need like something. Oh,
Uh-oh.
shit. Turned off the power. I'm going for it.
Run! Run, Tater, run!
Follow the
Nice.
floodlight.
We believe in you, Tater.
Pro Tater! Go Tater!
There's no
go.
camera in the corner of this one. Wonder where the camera...
Go Tater!
Where's on?
Roger that. You'll get caught up in the
No
protator.
symbol this time.
Hello?
No axe this time.
Blah 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 blah. Ooh, Spidey web.
It's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine.
I've had nothing audio. I might drop this and go get my scan guy.
Booter whoop.
Wait, what? Oh, that was you trying to open the door. I was gonna say.
Yeah, it looks like every single round one door is
Let me
locked.
in. Also,
Oh, here's
lock
the
this
magnifying
door.
glass. What does the magnifying glass do?
Oh, never mind. There's two doors locked. I take that back.
Oh, I hear
wonder if that
audio.
means the basement's
it's
open.
sighting.
What? Sighting?
Ghosty sighting?
Yeah. Oh, void.
We're
Void
vibing.
is
We're
on.
chilling, man. Trying to figure it out. We're learning.
Learning stuff and things.
Was that an orb? I wasn't looking through the camera, so I don't think so. Bitcho? Oh, what the hell?
Some pictures naturally have blood in them.
I think there's a camera malfunction. I don't have a scan guy. All right, we gotta go. Where is the camera?
This. Oh, audio sensor. What? Why does it look like that?
Extra blood, footprint, handprint, entity,
Yeah.
camera,
It's a body
camera.
massager ring. It's a body massager.
I think there's a camera.
Gotta get
off,
all
actually.
that stress out somehow.
That's true.
Successfully logged.
Okay.
Hey, you hear that, Tater? Successfully got a log.
Nice.
Yay!
Did you go to the bathroom?
It's log. It's log. It's big. It's heavy. It's wood.
That blue light over here. Hold on a second.
Wait, there's a bone
It's
over
heavy, it's
here.
wood.
There's a bone. If anyone has a thing to scan.
I do. Maybe that would be victim or limb.
See, like this picture definitely has blood. in it.
Oh, can you not?
Ghost, where are
No
you? Stinky?
vent.
How do I do that? Audio.
I'm trying to scan in the area.
I
Oh,
got
is
a
that?
photo
Oh,
of
that's
it.
letting us know that something's about to happen.
What do I see?
Oh.
Well, there was we had a bandaged up doohickey guy over there in the corner.
Oh, the camera's right over here.
Lighting anomaly over here.
What?
I got a lighting anomaly in here. I got it.
Okay. I'm going upstairs.
Oh my God, we're in the corner.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
When it hunts, do you know?
I heard
I
some.
guess when it's
footsteps
coming for
around
your
it.
face.
But one thing I did notice, and I think you guys did too, is sometimes the entity will just disappear.
Yeah, I saw it upstairs. It was walking away from me, and it wasn't doing anything. Oh my God, Mel, what is wrong with you? She's making bad references. Hey, I think a sound thing's about to happen.
All right, I'm gonna go outside. Bye.
Hey, wait, what? Taylor? Taylor?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Whoa!
Mom?
Ah,
Hello!
Yeah.
no.
Mom, I don't like summer camp. Can you pick me up?
Whoa, hey there.
Hey.
Entity?
Oh,
What's
what the
that?
dickens?
With the door.
Where'd he go?
He was here, then he wasn't.
Did I get it? Did I get the sighting? What the?
No, if it didn't say successful, you didn't get it.
What
Let's
the
go see if the basement's open.
I think it went to the void.
Basement's open, everybody. The basement.
Ooh. So this is where it all ends, huh? Tater, I'm scared. Tater. Oh,
Oh boy.
holy moly.
Oh, this
Oh,
is
there's
nice.
blood.
Okay, that's blood. Yeah.
Thank you. Roger that. Go! He ran at me. Where's the light in this piece?
All right, I logged the blood for you.
Are you fucking kidding me? I got it. You okay?
So, yeah, this, it's interesting.
So, Tater, this is what you've been doing with your free time, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Too bad you can't hide in one of these coffins. There's no hiding spot down here. You're just a sitting duck.
There's this book.
There's a book. It looks
There's
important.
A book. A
It's got stuff on it. What up, society?
I hear footsteps. You hear that?
No.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, it's here. It's here.
Yes.
Oh.
Entity.
Hold on.
Where's the
Entity's
entity?
right there.
Hey,
I got you.
hey,
I'm
hey,
gonna
don't-
put it-
hey.
hit you with my laser.
Got him. Freaking laser.
Whee!
It's previously logged. Oh, you must have got him already. Don't come for me. F off. No. I don't want none. I feel like we're missing a friend, friends.
Cash?
I'm coming.
Ah,
I'm here.
Jesus
Hi.
Christ.
That's what we got so far.
What the
We
heck
got
is
a
Oh,
little
if I could get
adventure.
audio in there, I couldn't.
I just heard running. Hello.
So we got 2 lighting,
find a
2
way.
entity sightings, and 1 blood and 1 camera malfunction.
What's that noise? Okay.
Oh,
Adrona, hi friend. We're trying to figure out how to do the game.
Bleed.
Bleed. Oh. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
So garlic, it says you need one or more camera malfunction. We have one
Got
camera
it.
malfunction for garlic.
Ooh, okay.
Fancy.
Oh, guys.
Oh,
Where did he? Where,
Hi.
did he just walk outside?
Perhaps went through a wall.
What? God damn it!
Grandpa.
They keep walking outside.
Grandpa.
Okay.
Blood, blood,
So you
blood,
said
blood, 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 blood.
Garlic. Garlic's the one we have so far.
oh, camera malfunction again. I'm on it.
I noticed that some of the herbs say that it could be that herb if something doesn't happen.
Wait, did I just hear? Oh, it's open.
Budget. Thank you for the prime. Hello, friend.
What is this boner? Oh, I can pick the boner.
I don't know.
Excuse me?
We definitely found the bone there.
Well, let's try to.
God damn it. Okay. So you went to journal.
Something doesn't
that's a
sound too
threat.
good.
Wow, that's a threat. What gave it away?
I'm gonna go inside this closet over here while we're looking at.
While we're looking at stuff? Yeah, you know what? I like that idea. That's a grand plan. You guys have fun.
All right.
Harley.
I don't have to use the.
No,
veto.
Raymond, no,
Yes.
not the same people fast.
So it's garlic because we have a camera malfunction.
Where do you get to the other ones? Oh, next.
Yeah,
Is there someone just sitting out here waiting for you?
Why would you open the door to find
What
out?
is that?
What is wrong with you?
I didn't know if I'd. Oh God! If I'd open the door and he'd just be sitting there staring at you. Oh God! I got 5 or more audio help, 1 or more camera malfunction. Check.
Oh, wait, it was this.
How much audio help do we have right now?
So notice, go to Mandrake though. It says symbols must not occur. So if something just doesn't occur, that
Then we can go ahead and cancel it out.
which when you're new to the
Listen.
game seems very difficult.
Wait, there's writing. Hold on. Oh, did you get it ready? Get that writing on the wall?
got writing
So,
on the wall?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Writing on the wall. Okay. There. There. What can we cross off then? If we go to journal, 5 or more void, 5 or more cheese, dude. Okay, the extra object, like all that jazz, it's gonna be tough. What up, Nails? Unless it's something that's super obvious, I think it's gonna be really hard to know.
Anybody have a glow stick, or should I bring one in?
I do not have a glow stick. Wonder what the thermal will do.
I also do not have one.
There's
Bring
one
it
on
in
the
close
ground
to-
inside
Ding,
though,
ding.
somewhere. Can't see it.
Oh, a symbol.
Ooh.
Ooh. It's right there on the wall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, got it.
That's cool.
Ooh. I could not see it. The only way I could see it was with the thermometer. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I don't need a thermometer to see this guy. Scan him. Scan the crap out of it. Oh, what the hell? You're cheating. You're cheating. Did you F off?
Got him.
Not me. Get away from me.
Oh, lighting event.
Trying to. Hold on, I gotta give me 5 minutes. I'll scan it. All right.
Lighting's done.
Be the audio help. Maybe we're supposed to be holding this to do the.
Whoa! Look at my sister!
Hi.
Oh, it just knifed somebody. We have bandages.
Check your health.
You're
Yeah.
not- Yeah, it's me. It's
Yeah,
me.
we have
I'll go-
bandages
I'll
out
go
there.
Band-Aid.
Audio event detected.
Doors.
Do we scan the?
I assume so.
Do we scan the spooter webs?
I tried to, and it didn't seem to do anything.
All right. Roger that.
Where-
Gabby, what's up, Ashton?
Oh, I hear it.
I heard a noise.
You ever seen the bathroom?
Spooky dookie?
Spooky poopin'.
It's such an event. Spooky pooping. Oh,
Toilet doesn't have like a pull string. How do you flush it?
lighting. Sheeta. Is that an orb? Or is that just dust?
Yeah.
Oh, what the
No,
fuck?
don't you do that. Don't you,
Where?
don't you
Where?
come.
Where? Where? Hello?
Who did it just kill?
Wait, where's the...
Oh, 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 oh.
Kill someone.
What the fuck?
Hi, Grandpa.
Why is he just standing there menacingly?
He's just standing there.
Menacingly! Oh, don't... Okay.
Dead.
It's Tash.
Tash.
Where's Tash? Oh, now your
dead,
body's
right
there.
now.
Oh,
He's
well,
dead.
her body wasn't there earlier.
I know. I just saw the equipment drop. That's all I
That's
saw
what I
first.
saw. Okay. Poor little Tash. Oh no. No, Tash, don't you ever. This is what kind of channel do you think this is? Alright. Going in here so I can take a look at my stuff. Okay, so we said that we have 5 or more audio help. What if that was the what if that was one of the little ghosty guys just walks in here with me? Hey. We have 0 audio help, 0 audio core. Do we need the paramic for that?
Yes. I think so. We have audio threats though. How do we record that though?
Oh.
The audio recorder has gone off of the door. That looks like, you know, the massager tool, you know?
Yeah.
Giggity. Give me this guy. All right. We're listening in. Well, not listening for that. Why is this light off? I don't know what noise you just came up with.
I don't know. I'm just.
Yeah.
It's just scared vocal emissions.
You almost spent 3 Stooges on me. Open.
It's coming.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Scared him. Scared the crap out of him. Scared him. Imitating a squeaky door, maybe. Are you scared again?
Yeah, it said footprints were found.
What? Excuse me? Sir?
He really wants
Are you a good... He really wants some. I'd really rather you not, sir. Sheesh. Goodness gracious. What up, twin? 2L? What game is this? This game is DEATHWATCHERS. We're watching for death.
Death Watchers.
Grandpa just wants to tell you the same joke that he's been telling for... What's that sound? What is that? What do I hear? What the hell was that? Excuse me? Audio threat logged.
Many of them have one audio threat.
You said we need to have one?
Now I'm looking to see if these herbs require that. The door is shut, right?
Why are you fast? Why are you fast? Holy shit!
He's
Ray,
looking.
no.
Oh, I hear Thatcher. I guess Rain's dead.
Ray, no. Can you hear me, Rain?
We can hear you.
Oh, you can all hear me. Oh.
Now we can. We couldn't before.
Spawning from the afterlife.
Y'all left her out there. What am I supposed to do? Go yell at the
I
ghost?
haven't
Hey.
noticed any object disappearance because I don't have we don't have any EMF readings. So maybe we could do Bumitoring?
Let's see. What do I need? Which one were you looking at?
Fumitory, because we don't have object disappearances. That would give us an EMF reading, and we didn't get any.
You can do this, Rain, I believe.
Do we have an audio help?
I
scary.
don't know.
You could do it.
Is Rain? What is Rain doing?
We're right here.
Hey, how are you?
Rain is just keeping the ghost company in the kitchen.
I'll take one for the team.
Yeah, it was it's fast. It's the tall one, the tall boy.
Tall boy.
Tall boy fast.
Yeah, we have one audio threat.
I'm gonna have to check for help for audio stuff.
I think that means something's about to happen audio-wise, right? I'm assuming that's what that means.
Dun, dun,
I think so. I'm gonna pick it up.
I don't know if we need to pick it up or not.
Audio event detected. It says.
Yeah, and I hear nothing.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't get that part either.
Yeah.
There ain't no audio event.
Turn off the light. I don't know if that's an event or not.
We gotta turn off the light. Turn off.
Oh, hi, Bo. I hear static again. What does that mean?
I think static was some audio thing was about to happen when I heard the static. There's a jewelry box upstairs, wasn't there? Or there is a jewelry box somewhere that seemed to have a key slot.
Another audio threat?
Yeah, I got something inside the bathroom there.
Lighting?
Careful, SpongeBob's.
So you get static and then the sound.
Maybe we need a parabolic for the help. Yeah, you got that. Okay.
Yeah.
So if it says help, I think that's.
I've not had. I've had two.
Help.
Oh, jeez, dude! I gave birth. I shall name him Timothy. Hello, Timothy. Welcome. I'm your father.
I gave birth.
He's standing right there. Oh my
Yes,
God.
this is my child. Timothy, go say hi. No, go say hi, Timothy. Yes, go say hi, Timothy. Just came out of me. Sorry. What did you eat? All static again? Hold on.
Yeah, my hair audio.
Just remember, you can't force it.
I have a feeling that that's another threat. What did it just say to me? Yeah, that was another threat.
Okay. Like threat level midnight, you think? I don't know what time it is.
It just shushed me?
Shushed.
Okay, everyone heard that. Roger that.
We got orbs.
You see orbs?
It said orbs found.
Oh, we have a
Found
camera
it.
malfunction.
I
On
think
it.
we have to go upstairs and research up there, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
There's nowhere to hide up there.
There, is that room open?
Oh,
What was that?
You.
I heard that.
Goo.
Good.
All right, I'm upstairs. Wish me luck.
Oh, static. Wait, maybe I gotta stay down here.
Yeah, there's nowhere to hide up here. It blocked both of the doors upstairs. All there is the hallway.
There is the floodlight up there, though, in case it knocks the power.
Goo!
Whoop, goo.
Son of Dickens. You're lucky I gotta scroll 15,000 times to get to the entity. I'm scanning the shit out of you. That's right. Get scanned on, nerd. Get scanned. Yeah. Stop dry humping me. Get off. Get off.
There's nothing there's anything up here.
Did you just go into the... You said there's nothing up there?
No, I didn't see anything up there.
Bizarre.
Okay.
They're completely involuntary, I'll have you know.
Nothing happy.
No, I don't have you know. All right, another ting.
A ting?
A ting.
Ding.
Ting.
I heard a
Is there
ting.
more writing up there? Hold on, I feel like I just someone had more
Yeah,
writing.
these. Let me dead girl. Hello. All right. Oh, more writing. Oh, it's coming.
There's more writing on top of the door.
I'll get there eventually.
This is an angry elf.
Alright, we must have enough stuff to be able to do the exorcism now, I'd
All
imagine.
right, let me go.
An angry elf. Oh, I heard the shishig.
You guys have fun. Tater and I are just gonna play video games. You have fun, okay? Tater and I are playing games.
3 audio threats.
We have 3 audio threats. Are there any here that say anything about audio threats? 3 or more void. Object disappearance. 5 or more.
Audio gore. What is audio gore?
I don't know if does it
Is that
yell
when
goo?
it spits out blood through the microphone?
Oh my god. Blech. What the fuck?
Well, I think I pooped a little bit.
Oh my god. Tater, I don't see you anymore. Tater?
Oh no.
Tater?
Hello?
Tater? Are you alive?
Oh, he's inside. Hey, you get out of me. You get out of me right now. No, don't do it.
Tater, I'm gonna walk out of here for a second. Okay.
Flash, why are you invisible?
Tater, you're invisible now. All right. Oh, hey, you're back.
I see you again.
Oh, hey, good to see you.
What the hell is going
Seeing
on?
that from both
We're in
of
the.
y'all's
This is
perspective
the.
really
This is
camera
that
was
magic
hilarious.
cupboard I heard about.
Did you go to Narnia? Did you see Mr. Tumnus?
Oh my god.
What the?
was so
Okay,
funny.
2 or more audio threats.
Okay, that's the one. Yeah, we need. Which one is that?
Asphodel, that which means 4 or more object disappearance. You guys are fine.
Oh.
I don't think it's fine.
Well, it's fine. I just get to see the view. I'm already dead. There's no consequence for me.
Alright, so we need Asphodel, and we need
Oh god, it's getting my cheese. Oh god.
garlic.
You think it's garlic?
Oh, man, it's definitely garlic. We have one or more camera malfunctions.
Okay.
That's fine. For now.
So let's just
Also
say,
first
let's
aid
say
kits out there,
Asphodel. You guys just keep having fun, okay?
Oh my god, run.
You just hear them. Okay.
You're doing great, Ray.
You're doing great. Extra object. Camera malfunction must not occur. It can't be Rosemary.
Have we seen any points? Let's see.
Symbols must not occur. I saw a symbol on this one, right?
Well,
I saw it with the night vision.
We got one symbol. One symbol.
The ghost can target one of you. You'll not see your teammate. They are in a state of not alive, not dead until the end of the hunt. Oh, shit. But we were both invisible, though.
I guess they wanted both of you.
Oh, boy. 3 or more
I don't think
extra
we can handle
object,
that.
3 or more
I'm
audio.
not trying to like judge it or anything, but I don't think we can handle it.
Camera malfunction
Oh, crap,
must not.
look. Hold on a second. Go in your journal. Hit video. You can see live feeds in the house.
Yeah, you just. Oh, you didn't know that?
I didn't know that. No.
Hey, you can see live feeds now.
Thank you, Flash.
You are.
Oh no. Go make some tea.
Anytime, sir. 4 or more entity orbs, 2 or more object move, which I don't think we've had. Object disappearance must not occur, which we have not had. 3 or more void. We haven't had a single void.
So many times.
I guess we need more because there's nothing. We can't draw any conclusions.
Okay.
Rain, are you
It
alive?
just comes from a guttural place, you know? Like you don't expect to do it, it just happens.
Yeah, my ego might be dead though.
Roger that.
Why? What happened? You poop yourself?
Did you have a poopy?
Maybe a little, yeah.
You had a poopy? Maybe I'll go upstairs. Rain, are you upstairs?
Rain's outside.
Oh. Does that mean I'm alone? Guys?
Oh, well, Ghost Me can be with you if you want.
Oh, hey.
Just hop on over.
Hi, Tash.
Hello.
How do we see ghost
I'm never
orbs?
alone. I assume we see it in the video. Another light thing?
Oh.
Yeah.
How big are the orbs, I guess? How big is it? How big are we talking?
It's not about the size.
Well, I'm just trying to make sure I know all the details.
Nobody puts entity in the corner.
Oh.
Croissant.
Croissant.
Croissant. Okay, it's fine.
Croissant.
I'm fine. Croissant.
Oh, jeez. You're cold, brother.
I would make sure to grab all the gear too before y'all leave, because I think we can lose our gear.
So we have to actually grab the gear. Oh, what's this? What's cool? Is that a symbol? What? Oh, I found another symbol. What the French toast?
How
Huh?
can communicate with you?
Looking for EMF readings to see if we can rule out object disappearance.
I'm wondering if.
Oh, I got one.
What'd you get? EMF?
You got one?
4.
I'm wondering if we need boxwood.
There's more writing back here.
Hell is real. Well.
I don't even see. Oh, there it is. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see.
Maybe there's something in the basement again.
I see, man.
Oh, maybe. Oh, good call. We could go check down there.
You should go to the basement. See, man.
Go to the basement,
Yeah.
see?
Man.
Come and
Find the
see me in
ghost,
the
see?
basement.
Meh. Hi, DJ. What up, Nogi? You're fine, friend.
I got an object disappearance. I just successfully did it.
Ah! It's fine. I'm fine. This is
How
fine.
do I open you? Oh, okay. You just got to give it the E.
Oh. There's
Oh,
more writing.
more
here.
writing. We have even more writing down here.
Just like get out of
We
my
have object
troll
disappearance,
hole.
so that one that says no object disappearance, it can't be that one.
Where does it say object appear must not occur? Okay, so it can't be fumitory. We get it. You're hungry. Shut up. So then, there's the one that I was saying. I think we have. It says 4 or more symbols, 4 or more entity sightings, dude. I feel like it's boxwood. The entities showed up like 1,500 times. We just need 2 more
it's gotta be,
symbols.
yeah. And we got so many symbols too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're boxwooding. We're
We would need a key.
garlicing, and okay. We need a key.
If we find more symbols, okay. I'm gonna go down here. Remember me.
I think the key is in the back.
Keys in the back. All right, I see no symbols down here, unless they could be on the ceiling or something. Going out backwards. Yeah.
What is the key used for?
I don't know. Where?
I found like jewelry boxes and a magnifying glass and other things like that.
Okay. Thermometer. All right. I'm gonna go to the front door. Jeez. What a walk up. All right. You okay?
The door's locked.
Oh no, that's where our hiding is.
Hey,
It's open now.
doobie.
Okay. Stop it.
It's right in my ear every
Who's
time.
invisible? Someone's invisible. Tater.
Invisible tater.
Is it attacking Tater?
I think it might be.
No, Tater.
Let my
Only-
Tater go. Tater.
Oh my god.
Tater!
Tater!
Fudge muffins. Oh no.
No!
Oh no.
He was doing so good, too.
Welcome to the afterlife, Tater.
Tater!
Some chips over here.
He said thank you.
There's some popcorn in the corner over there.
All right, so there's this. Wait, is it again? Didn't I scan this already?
You scan what?
A symbol.
Oh.
Okay, no. Jiminy Christmas. All right. So here's a question. Rain? Rain? Are you Rain? Okay.
That on a
Okay.
Hallmark card?
Okay, you're alive. So where the hell would we even do this thing? Go!
That's a good question.
Maybe in that room upstairs with
Oh,
the crystal.
maybe in the
that's blocked,
basement?
though.
Oh wait, no, there's that weird room.
Hey,
Yeah, it's blocked upstairs.
the
though, I
upstairs
think,
is-
in this
yeah.
one.
Well, what the heck?
I'd say somewhere.
we need to find a key, I
it
think.
seems-
We have to find the key, yes? Oh, there's more writing.
I think I
It
know
says
where the key
die.
is.
Where's the key?
It's right here.
Wait, the bathroom disappeared. The bathtub's gone.
Okay, we have the key. Oh, lighting thing, by the way.
Oh, there's a crystal ball.
Oh.
Do we go
Oh,
up?
no,
Go
that's
up do we
not
go
sure.
upstairs? Maybe to the crystal ball? I don't know. I have the
I think that
key.
room is blocked.
Well, what the hell do we do with it? How the hell do we put the summoning
there's-
circle down?
I
Oh,
don't
there's
know.
herbs. There's salt and stuff outside. I think you have to grab the salt. And the
Oh, the stuff and the things.
The stuff and the thing.
Okay. So maybe I put this down here. Put that there. Okay. Got it. Understand. We need the stuff from the car. We need the stuff from the car. Roger that. Makes total sense. All right.
You're doing the
so,
things and the stuff.
doing the things and the
We
stuff. You're
are.
right, Ghosties. All right. So we have salt, thyme, mandrake. Oh, we have to grab the actual stuff. Ah. Okay. We need asphodel, garlic, and boxwood. I have
There's
garlic.
boxwood, asphodel.
Okay, and then I'm assuming we need this circle soil. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
Okay,
Interesting.
I'm assuming we have to do this in the building. I can only assume.
Assume.
All right, now I am gonna have to drop something though. You know what? Going flashlightless, okay? I need you to protect me.
I'll tell you what I've dropped so far, and that's a deuce.
Roger that. All right, put your stuff down.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay. Let's go.
Okay. How do we light the candles?
Oh my fucking.
Okay.
It's so loud.
Was there fire out here? How do we light the candles? Do we need something to light the candles, or or do we need nothing extra? Oh, I can't. Oh,
What else we need?
I don't know. Maybe we just okay.
Me neither.
I don't think we do. Hold on. All right, come on. Press E on the candles.
Oh.
Holy moly!
Janice isn't looking so good anymore, honestly.
Oh.
Ugly.
Got it. Let's go.
Bye.
Ah, Felicia.
Nobody makes it bleed its own blood. Nobody.
Oh.
And you know what? Oh no, I'm gonna leave the. Okay, we did it!
Yay!
Yeah, let's rock.
Don't forget to grab stuff.
Oh wait, shit. Really?
We'll grab stuff.
All right.
I think
we grab?
potentially. I could be wrong about it.
I
thought
have
said
no idea if we
something
need it
about-
either, but I guess I'll grab it. Don't you? You're gone. We got rid of you already. Shut up.
Yeah. Calm down.
See, anime. Do we? Now you can collect all the events you missed for more money.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
I guess
Collect
there's still stuff to find, and then more.
We
stuff to
did
find,
see
the
there
more
was
money we
there
get.
was writing over here on the table. Hey, corn
I
dog.
leave your keys up on the table. You wanted to.
Drop a deuce. 1 year. Thank you for the 12 months, friendo. All right, where did I drop the thermometer? Did I drop that outside? No. I can't. I got the glow stick. Hold on.
You good?
I don't know. I guess I'm checking for goo. Bathroom? What about the bathroom? Mom, bathroom?
It's missing the
Oh, that's where I dropped the thermometer.
Ah.
Oh.
Shh.
Ghosts want to take a nap now that the big bad's gone.
All right. But I don't. Oh. Oh, it says look up. I did.
Oh, what? Oh, nice.
Time's up. Oh, and there's all kinds of shit in here. Oh, damn it. Sorry. My bad. That was my bad. My bad. That was my bad.
Yay.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. All right. So
You good?
I looked. Well, no, hold on. So there's. Where's my thermometer? There it is. So over here, I need the scan boy. Where's my scan boy? All right, event logger. We have writing. Okay, I dropped it on the floor. Take that. Oh wait, that's the wrong side. Oh wait, that still counted. Roger that. Okay, and then down here on the ground, I thought I saw some. Oh, where's? It said something down here. I swear. Unless it was the one that was the other one I just logged. Hold on. No. Wasn't it over here? Oh, it was up top. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, no, I thought it went invisible on me. I was so confused. And then there's a symbol over here. Oh, it's already been logged. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I got the symbol.
Oh. You got the symbol on the top right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Well, shit.
Well, shit.
There's a fly that's in here and it's making me lose my mind. Okay. Oh, we are. Oh. There's something wrong in this room. There was no bathtub.
Oh. Yeah, there wasn't, was there?
Nay. All right. Gives us some extra cashish.
Yay, money.
All right, I'm going to look upstairs real quick. Give us some more doll hairs.
Cash mullah.
Now I hear you. Hi.
Honestly, this has been like watching a horror movie. It's been a great experience.
All right.
Just
That
Rain
door is
over here
blocked. I
screaming
see
her lungs
nothing with the
out.
thermometer. Maybe
Rain,
if we
you're the
take the
final
glow
girl.
stick.
What are you looking for?
See if there's anything upstairs. Oh, there's blood here. Oh shit! Did you get that?
The what? The
Where's
blood?
the blood?
Yeah, I got the blood.
Okay. Damn. What the fuck? What the
Blood
fuck?
is locked.
Oh, the bathroom's fire.
Rain's getting everything. All right, I'm gonna go check
You get all the
upstairs.
additional items, maybe bring them back to the van.
Oh yeah, I don't know if we need to do that or not. I think about it now. We're definitely liking it more that we're understanding it more. We did kind of go in a little bit cold turkey.
That's the best way to learn, though, honestly.
I think so too. Just firsthand, go for it. All right.
Yeah,
The only place I haven't
Learn your
checked
mistakes real
is the
soon.
basement. Sweet. Do we need to bring the items back with us to the vehicle or no? What's that? Oh, there we go. Hello.
Hello.
Oh God.
Hello.
You guys sound like you're right here. You scare me. All right, we already got the blood in here. I think that was it.
Oh.
You've got to return them. Oh shit.
We find anything else?
I don't think so, unless there's like object movement or disappearance that I'm not aware of. Which is going to be tough, obviously, with so much stuff and us getting used to the map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could always buy more cameras as well to put in the rooms that we can't be in.
I think there was blood on a picture on the top floor. Yeah, I think we've tried to scan that. It didn't do anything. Didn't we? It's coming.
I have not seen your keys since you're asking me.
Better check on them. All right. Well, I guess we need to start returning stuff back. Hey yo, boo boo.
Hey yo, boo boo. Have you checked your butthole today?
Have you checked your picnic basket? See, magical.
Oh god.
All right. What's wrong with us? So I guess if we just return it to the table, we're Gucci.
Return the slab or suffer my curse.
Let's make some trips for stuff, I guess, suppose. Give me.
Way back to the van.
Oh, hi, Tater. Hi, Tater. The one photo looked like it had a missing person. I think that's supposed to be that way. Maybe. I could double check, though. You can leave the loggers. Oh, okay. So the logger we can leave, but we need to get everything else, though. What up, bud? Which I grabbed the loggers.
Log her. I barely know her.
Damn near. Okay. Loggers,
Are you
poggers.
just moving all the equipment from in there back out here?
I guess if we leave it inside, we lose it.
What?
I guess that's the word on the street, which, man, it's going to make for a lot of back and forth. That was unnecessary. Give me this.
Don't like that for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of that either. All right. Was there anything else? I think we got most of the stuff.
This flashlight.
I don't have a flashlight.
And I got glow stick.
Dead body.
Bring
Dead
body.
body.
Yum.
Oh my god.
What? You can't hit me with a Red Robin tune and expect me not to finish it. Oh, we left the floor light upstairs. That's right.
Oh, yeah, Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, that's fine.
Dead body.
Order controls.
Yum.
Yum.
Can we get bottomless fries in the afterlife?
Damn right. You get all the fries you want. All right, I'm gonna double check. Make sure nothing. I'm stuck on a candle. All right. All right, I think we're good. Nope. Come. Come in.
Wee.
Jeez. The fried egg on a cheese. Oh, dude, the egg on the cheeseburger is where it's at. It's like an over easy egg. It's delicioso. All right, put that back. I'm assuming this means we put it back. Would that be correct?
I guess.
Is this good enough? As long as it's
Maybe.
outside of the house, it's saved? Do we have to bring it all the way to the table? Oh, shit.
I guess we find out.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Okay.
People are being great and remembering things. We didn't get the stuff where Tater died, did we?
Oh, no.
Nope,
And
see?
he's in the closet.
Tater's in the closet.
The closet is not safe after all. We know that now.
But why is it there? It's a false sense of security.
Who am I playing with? Oh, we are playing with Bro Tater Sheep, Make It Rain, and Slasher Dasher.
Oh, it's a dork.
Tater just looks like
I
he's
think you
hanging
did
out.
yoga wrong, Tater. I don't think you're supposed to from that bar.
He's fine.
He's just lounging, you know?
Just,
What's going
why you
on,
don't
bro?
Dude,
It's-
hanging
yeah,
out in the
what's-
closet.
what's going on, man? Okay.
Come here often.
Yay. Oh, can you,
Welcome to the
Rain, do you have room for
wardrobe.
this
What can I do
flashlight?
for you?
Right here on the ground.
Oh.
There we go.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Now I think we're Gucci. Tater had a bit too much to drink. Yeah. It was a long night. Why is it not popping up? Because I don't have both of them on the screen, 2L. Yeah. Narnia is deadly. Narnia is deadly. Now, I just need to know, though. Like, is this good enough? Did we do to Ting? Like, as long as it's here, is where, like, where, at what point are we like, okay, I'm not going to lose money? Like,
Oh, that's fun. You can just stack them.
exit zone is in the journal? What? Oh, wait. Hold on. Ah, I see. So look in your journal. Look in the top left. You see where it says in exit zone?
Oh, yeah.
That tells you if your stuff is in the right place. If it's outside of the exit zone, then you're going to lose it.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense. Okay, cool.
You're in exit zone.
Your face. Shut up. Quiet, dead guy. All right, you ready?
Ready?
We did it.
Yay!
We did it. That was it second run? Third run.
Ooh!
Well
Achievement.
done. You completed. And we've unlocked a new map.
Oh, nice.
New map.
Ew.
Professionals.
Couple of heroes.
Professionals.
Man, I don't know. Let's just play on
They're all
Nightmare,
there.
guys. We got them. We're fine.
Sure, totally.
No, 2L. Next time would be Friday. Hi, Sarash. Good job of guessing. Hey, two of our friends here risked their lives for us to get there.
You did.
We did.
Chinggis tried that new map last night, and it was impossible. Makes me want to beat it even more.
Yeah. It
Oh
was.
my
like a
Lanta!
challenge.
Look at your monies.
Oh. Oh my God.
Oh,
2,100 smackers. Woo!
We're loaded. Let's go to IHOP.
Whoop.
Wait, what did you say? What'd you just call me?
Group trip to the Bahamas. Let's go.
That's a cruise.
At Sandals Resort.
Sandals.
Sandals.
All right. Do we try the? Do we do the same map again, or do you guys want to go to
No,
the
we
next
should
one?
Try something new. Even
Try
if
the
we
new
still
one.
have
Let's
to
go
get
for it.
time.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy some video cameras though. If it's
Okay.
I'm gonna buy them flashlights.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll add a few tings as well. Going full send. Got bandages, glow sticks, void sticks. I like it. You can buy a lot of ranch stuff. No, I've already have one. It's in the fridge. Okay. I have one, and it's in the fridge. Don't start. Okay. Do we need anything else? Checking out the
That's
tutorial.
really good.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Tater, did you press a button?
The aggressive entity is generally a lot
God
bigger
damn
than
it,
the
Tater.
regular entity sightings. You cannot log the aggressive entity, hence the need for banishing.
I was like, what the hell's that sound?
Throughout your
He
investigation,
started-
there's a wide variety
It's the
of
developer.
events
We're
We're
watching a
watching
movie.
You
Turn
can
the
check
lights
more
out. What are you
details about
doing?
Each event type in your journal on the
Gonna
events
close
page.
this here.
There are 13 different types of herbs that you can use to build your ritual with. However, you'll only need 3 per investigation. To determine the 3 you need, you must keep track of the
This
event
voice
types
is
that
giving
have
me
and haven't
a
occurred.
world where
and how
crimes
many of them
committed are
have occurred.
especially heinous.
You can keep track of the events that have occurred over in your log panel within your
I
journal.
got a big crate.
This is automatic on the normal difficulty.
Oh.
On the table below you is your most essential tool.
What else we got? Oh, he's got a crate. I want a crate. I want to else got over here? Anything else we haven't had yet? Oh no, we had this guy.
Walkthrough tutorial.
Oh, nice.
Herb. Oh wait, the bone.
These
Wait.
items are dotted randomly around the location.
Bone.
To determine the final item you need for your ritual, open your journal and go over to the ritual panel. Select the herbs you believe are the correct ones.
Oh wait,
and
I
you'll
don't
be
think it has
given
anything to do with the
final
bone
item
though.
that you need to then go and find.
Oh,
I'm gonna use
the
this
bone, I
bone
think
for
it's one
this
of the
example.
items.
You can now complete your ritual. These
Doesn't
aren't
matter.
essential. You can do your
Oh,
ritual
so maybe
without
that
the
would be
final item. However,
okay.
success
The
isn't
bone might be
guaranteed.
one of the ritual things.
Got
So
it.
like these
So you can
things
put
here,
something inside
these
there to
things
help it
here,
along.
yeah, could be a notebook, a cross. Yeah, I get it. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Here, I got this. Here, let's start our ritual. Okay, look here. So what we're gonna do is
Ooh,
we're gonna
fancy,
take the
fancy.
boner jam. We're gonna take the boner jam. We're gonna place it right down there. All right, and then we're going to go to our. Gonna go to here. We're gonna go let's see,
Our
ritual.
spice rack over here.
Ritual. Okay, I got it. Oh, we need. Let's do amaranth. Let's do elder, and let's do holly.
My finest amaranth right down there on the floor.
Amaranth. We need elder, and there's elder. I got elder.
Have a
Okay.
holly jolly exorcism.
Okay. After that, all right. Let's light these candles.
I light them right now.
Why does it keep going out?
Bone.
We have to do it all at the same time if we're all here, maybe.
Here, just spam it. Spam it. Make it
I
happen.
can't see my.
Yeah.
I can't see my. Oh, there we go. Sorry, it's on the.
I can't. All right. Well, damn it. I was really hoping.
Let's go.
I guess there's no entity here. You know, that's kind of.
Me. I'm
Oh.
the entity.
Oh,
Like,
The
it
ritual
just
doesn't
says-
work in the lobby. It's purely for learning an
Whoa.
offense. Oh. Yeah, I totally didn't see that. I didn't see that sign on the wall there. All right, roger that.
I didn't either. I just turned and I was like, oh, all right.
Well, damn it. Listen, we're excited, okay? We tried.
I have the thing with lighting things on fire. I'm trying
All
to
right,
control
make
it,
sure to
but
return
that's-
gear to the safe zone before exiting your location or you'll lose it. Indicators in the top left of your journal. Audio events. Pick up a parabolic mic and use the button below to trigger an audio event. Oh, please. Oh.
Oh, paparazzi.
Oh.
Your star. You're giving Vogue. You're giving Paris.
Wait here. Hold on.
Pictures. Sorry.
Here. I got it. Here. We need to set up the scene.
Yeah.
Nope. Oh,
Oh, God,
Jesus
that's so
Christ.
Oh, wow. I'm blinded
Go,
by the
here we
light.
go.
Oh.
Giving
There you go.
deer in the highway.
Deer in the highway. Here. Get one of these guys. Get one of those guys. Oh. Wait, where'd they go?
Thank you for giving Deathwatchers a try. It's really appreciated. It means a lot.
What?
Sorry about that.
Wow.
My bad. That was my bad.
Oh my gosh.
All right, I'm ready to do this. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's go die together, everybody.
Anybody
I
need
need
some
survive. I
WD-40
need
to lube up that
survive.
ghost? Pass them over there by the engine.
Did you
Ew.
say lube?
Ew.
Do we have all our stuff inside the van? Yeah, we do.
All right, let's do it. Ready to rock. I'm scared. At least we know, a little better of what the hell we're doing.
Who's not ready?
Sleep time. Good night, Swains. Thank you for hopping in,
Got me.
friend. Appreciate you.
I am ready.
Not all players are ready.
I am ready. There we go.
Oh.
I am also ready.
It was me.
Oh, you're the
Is it
Chiba.
you?
Sorry, I was trying to eat it. That was my bad.
Chiba!
Chiba! Funny buggies, jot them down for me. I got you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ripley, thank you for the BDs. Yes, if you guys notice any bugs or anything that stands out, definitely make sure to jot it down. Gonna call that object let there be
Roger,
light.
Roger.
I think it was technically more than light. It was the sun.
That was the life essence itself. Mother nature.
The essence. The essence
no,
of
van.
water.
Oh, why did I load all the way over here by myself? What is
wetness.
this?
Wetness is the essence of beauty.
Oh my
What about
Well
male
said.
models?
Beautiful, beautiful. I think we're gonna do thermal this time, maybe.
Okay.
I'm gonna use this
I
thermal
should probably do.
thingamajigger.
Use the thermal jigger. Yeah, I think that's a definite plus. I'm gonna bring the audio sensor in. Actually, you know what? No. I'm gonna bring the light. I'm gonna bring the floodlight in. Can I turn this on in my
Okay.
hand?
And you're only partially alive.
Damn,
I don't
that's
really know how
okay.
to tell you.
Oh, well.
Man.
It's not too far off. Oh, a
Subway station.
subway.
Hope they don't have rats down here like New York City.
Oh shit! There's gonna be so many.
Can you get a sweet onion chicken teriyaki here?
Wi-Fi
No.
Alan Wake down here.
You can sure
How
try.
do I get through? Do I have
This
Oh.
the door.
Oh.
How do
Call
I
me Cray. Call me Cray Cray. Okay.
Ah, it's fine. It's only breaking.
I'm gonna put this down for now, I guess, so we can
Very
see
dark
what.
down here.
Oh god, there's
Oh,
bugs all over the
bugs.
place.
Gross.
All right, litter stops here. Got that, Tater?
Oh, a voodoo doll.
Ooh. Hey, Cyber. What's up, Grizzly?
Let's see, is it floppy?
Oh.
Floppy or firm?
Okay.
It's cardboard, Carl.
I really hope
Sorry.
that. I really hope you're talking about the voodoo doll, Tash.
Of course, totally.
Roger that.
I just
Over
wanted
now.
to see if it was
Oh, I found a
plastic frame.
book. I'm just gonna. If I find objects, I think we should just like centralize where they are.
That's fair.
Because we might
That's probably
need, yeah, because we don't know what we need yet. What about cams? What do we have on cams? Ooh, okay. I see me. Okay, cool.
Oh, can you get on the car too? Oh,
It's a new game.
okay.
Excuse me, moi. Oh, I see ghosts. Nope, that's not. It's rain.
It's just me.
Keep your eyes out for a light switch or something. Maybe we get some lights down here or something.
Some lights would
Right?
be great.
Bring the floodlights down, I guess. Or you can go on the subway.
There's a hole.
Ooh, useful.
Oh, another closet to die in. Wonderful.
Hey, that's not what it's there for. Me and Jade, thank you for the 2 months. Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh,
this
look,
is the
another
way Star
closet to
Wars
die in.
Object move.
You found object moved?
Oh,
Where's the light in this piece? Wonder where we find that. Wonder if it's a switch or if there's like a control area. You know?
I feel like it's
Jeez, what was that?
I saw that. I saw the entity.
Okay. It was scary. I was scared.
oh.
All right, I see no switches anywhere down here. I'm gonna go get the other lamp though.
I'm walking down the subway track right now. It's so dark. I can't even see my own ass.
Wait, you can see your own ad? Like, I wonder if the lights are up here somewhere. No. Okay.
This map is huge.
Giggity.
It's another train or subway all the way down
What up, Dran?
the hole.
Faz, hello. All right. I'm gonna bring both of these guys. We need more light. All right, coming down. Let's see. Here, would this help?
Can we carry that thing while it's on?
I don't think so, which is really... You okay?
I'm fine. Yeah, I just pooped a little. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Roger that.
It's fine. I'm gonna run back upstairs and take a bathroom break real quick. Okay, bye.
Thanks for not doing it down here. Where did my little scan guy go? I had a scan boy. Where'd it go? Upstairs? I thought I dropped it down here. Oh, I left it out there. I'm a dingus. What a dingle. I don't know why I didn't drop it down there. There it is. What a turd. How was your poopy? All right, have fun.
Really spooky deeper down.
Help is on the way, dear. Tater?
I'm alive
Hello.
still.
I have found literally nothing.
Okay. Maybe we got to go a little further.
I was scanning all the graffiti, thinking it was writing, but none of it is classifying as writing.
God damn. Why is this
So
tunnel?
I walked down here before. I couldn't figure out how to get back up.
How to get back up? What do you mean?
Stairs. There's stairs here.
Oh. Oh, is that the power?
No, it doesn't seem to be interactable. Oh crap! This goes downstairs. Where are we going?
Jesus Christ, there's more?
But wait, there's
It was
more.
so much deeper.
Tunnel 01 this way. That looks like a lighting anomaly.
That is
right
definitely
there,
a
man.
lighting anomaly. Do I not have a flashlight on me? I do, okay. I'm on it.
No evidence of lighting found.
What? That's just the way that it is?
I guess that's just the way it is.
Things will never be the same.
I feel like I'm playing content warning right now, going to those dark areas, and I'm never gonna find my way back.
Oh my god, dude.
This is narrow.
It just ends there, I guess?
Yep. Is everybody all right?
I'm kind of lost deep down. In
There's
this
oh,
place.
there's footprints on the wall.
Well, if you want to talk
Tater.
about it, we can help you find yourself. Oh,
Yeah, I'm trying to find chair, like follow stairs.
I got the footprints.
Okay,
Success.
nice. We found something.
Where is everyone?
We're deeps. We're deeps.
Oh, look at this. Let's try and do a ritual here.
What the f-
Oh yeah, finally! Holy bejeebus!
Wonder if this is a symbol
Goes so
here or
dark in
something.
there.
I don't know. There's so much random shit down here. We can't go further. Get out of here, bug. Flies in my face. Oh my god. It's just so much. Holy fudge butts. Oh, do we have a friend down here? We do. Hi.
Wee! Hello!
So we need 72 floodlights.
All right, it ends here. We're at a grate with a fan.
Okay, I can walk through.
Y'all must be like really down deep. I have no idea where any of y'all are.
Yeah.
We're so far down, we didn't think it went this far down. Like, we just kept going.
All right.
Okay, there's a set of lockers here that I'm capable of walking through. That was weird. Tater! Oh, there you are.
Hi.
Hey, I don't know where we are.
I have the black lung pup.
Down there for one day. Yeah, we're not able to lighten that. We got a Ouija board here. There, we can't interact with any of this stuff. Much confuzzlement. I don't know what we're supposed to.
Let's symbol it up.
Huh?
It's not as simple. Is it writing, or is it just a regular arrow that looks like it's made with spray paint by some teenager?
I don't know. It looks like an arrow that's like, hey, you should definitely go this way.
Did y'all see the portal over here?
No?
That would be a void. That would be a void. Make sure you scan that. I'm gonna head back.
I guess. Dash?
Can you
What up,
hear me?
Nelson?
I can hear you. I think you're talking to these. I don't know if you're proximity or not.
All right, I was just looking down this way real quick.
So that's an interesting void.
Have something to close the voids too. That's one of our pieces of equipment outside.
Jeez, dude. Tater,
Red light event. I see one.
am I about to get hit by a train?
You appeared right in front of my face. This pillar. Wow.
Oh my Lanta.
Extra object, maybe?
What'd you get the lighting thing?
Another light event. I just got it.
Nice. Oh, the portal.
Yeah, there's the void. Did you scan this void? Oh! Don't go near it! Don't go near it!
Don't die.
Okay, but now I kind of want to go near it.
Is that the thing you use the void?
Oh, where's the
That's void
camera?
object thing.
Where is the camera? It's over there. I think there's a camera malfunction. There we go. Now it's normal.
Another void. Okay.
What?
Another void in there.
In that
Be
room?
careful. Yeah. It's on the left wall.
Tater walks in. Ooh. Ooh. Well, I'm going to drop these
Scan the
here.
void, though.
Hold on.
Yay.
We have the things upstairs to get rid of those.
I'm grabbing a void stick right now.
Okay.
Coming for a med crate
Yay, void stick.
or a bandage, a
Just when we're
bandage.
playing the stream. Yeah. I'm still at 95, so I didn't lose any more. I'm not going to use any
Bring another video camera?
bandages.
I'm at 85. I think I'm good for now. Maybe.
I'm going to bring in the sound, the audio event detector thingy.
You're gonna bring in the Sound of Music DVD and Blu-ray.
Roger that. Did we scan the voids? Great question. Supernova. Check the other camera.
How do we use the void closing? Do you just shove it in
Well,
the
hold
hole,
on.
like in the center?
Before you do though, make sure we need to make sure we scan the void if we have not done
So
so.
I scan. Oh yeah. You take 5 damage every single time you get hit by it.
Trying to see how close I can get to this thing without getting hit.
I had to.
The event has been previously logged. Okay.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, it's
So-
closed.
Oh,
I just.
All right.
do you just,
All you do is walk by it. That's it.
should we scan this one? Oh, it's already been logged. Okay, roger that. So do we need to throw a ting at it?
I'm dying.
Do we need to throw the thing at it?
I
Well,
didn't know if
true.
the
'Cause
last
some of them
one.
can be thrown as projectiles.
Oh yeah, it's on.
I love that they're basically just void
Yeah,
suppositories.
there you go. It's gone.
Where?
Ah, chill.
Oh, I'm being hit. I'm leaving.
Somebody's stuff is on the ground.
Wait, no, Tater. Did he die? Tater?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, we can hear you. Oh, Rain?
Tash, Rain.
Rain?
I think Rain's dead.
No, Rain.
Where's Rain's body?
Oh,
Okay,
wait, there
okay,
it is.
okay,
Oh my
okay,
God.
okay, okay.
Sir, this is not necessary.
Oh, I hear her. I can hear Rain.
Can you?
Yeah, I just heard careful SpongeBob.
Oh no.
Rain.
I heard that one. Rain.
Okay. Where's the other stuff?
Here you go. I have an extra video camera in my hand.
Oh, I hear Rain now. Rain. Oh, lighting anomaly. On it.
See if we can find something here. I'm gonna go outside and
Another
go
lighting
back.
anomaly. Some died. Yeah, Rain is taking a nap. Rain's going sweepies. Thank you, Mr. Shelley.
Going down
Appreciate
the
it.
hole again to set up a
Just a
camera.
flash.
Giggity.
Wand. Flash, your feet are in the floor.
That's usually where I keep them. Stay
Okay.
warm.
Like they're inside the floor, nice
Yeah,
and warm, I
yeah.
guess.
I'm just staying warm. I think we have another camera malfunction though, from how like dark that camera looks right there. I assume.
Well, I can tell you he's definitely not as Fodell. Because we do have lighting.
Roxy, you fell asleep. Oh no. Rain, look out. Rain, look out. All right. Let me look at our
It's not fumatory because we have footprints.
Let me look at our Avantis. So we have a bunch of lighting, extra object, footprint, camera malfunction, 2 voids.
We have garlic.
We have
Wait,
garlic.
no, we don't. I'm sorry, we don't. Never mind.
Lying mother.
Hey, can I get some extra garlic on that, please?
3 or more voids required for we might have Valerian.
So we did have void, so it's not Holly.
3 or more lighting required. Oh, dude, we're totally gonna have Valerian.
I'm
Valerian
getting
steel.
a scanner, but I'm pretty sure there's another.
Why is there random horns? Okay. Yeah, I think Valerian's gonna 100% be one of them. There's a bug that won't go away, man. It won't get out of my room.
We have to see if we can get audio threats.
Okay.
Rain, did you have the audio threat thing on your body? Yeah. Okay.
Different. Looks like, yeah, we're getting used to it. Handprints we haven't seen. Footprints must
5
not
or more
occur.
entity sightings.
We
Could
had
be
footprints,
Mandarin.
right? We had footprints, so
one
it can't
footprint.
be. Yeah, it can't be fumatory
Or elder. Can't be elder.
or
either.
elder. Okay.
Let's see.
We haven't had any handprints yet. Void must not occur. Can't be Holly. We haven't seen the
I know we've
entity
had entity
once.
sightings.
We haven't had
No,
seen it.
we have. We just haven't been able to log it in time.
Oh, okay. How many times have we seen it? Do you know?
Twice at least.
Okay. We need the access by the ritual. Okay. 3 or more object. 3 or more extra objects. 3 or more audio threats. We haven't heard the. We needed to get the audio stuff. Oh,
I'm gonna go
Another
back
void
down.
in the hole.
Void in the hole. Got it.
void.
Is that kind of like egg in the hole?
Void in the hole. Asphodel's out. Did I already mark that out? Lighting must not occur.
Why don't
Good
they
call.
have any paprika?
Good call. We haven't had writing. We haven't had that. Okay, we need more stuff. We need more stuff.
Shit. There's another void. Yeah, it beat my ass.
Another one.
It's right underneath the stairs here. So just don't get close to it. I was trying to find Rain's item, but I couldn't because I can't get close to it.
Super. Thank for the biddies, friendo. All right, we have the audio thing here. Do we need do we have another stick guy upstairs to get rid of that or no?
Should still be another one, I think.
Oh, there is shit. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go get. Yeah, we have 3 portals now, so that's true. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna leave both of those there. I'm gonna go get the steak. Supernova, thank you for the biddies, friendo. Expired goat cheese. Oh no, you're expired. I have no idea, 2L. This is the first day we've played it. We have no idea. Steak. On a steak. Do I need health? I'm okay. I wonder if Tater needs health. He should be all right. I'm gonna. Oh, I don't want to bring down the other. Bring down the other. Can I go through the turnstile? No? Okay. Oh my.
Oh.
Oh my. There's a red light event down here. All right. How close do I need to be to this? Ow!
More footprints.
We have more. Right?
I'm dead.
Yeah.
What happened?
I guess I was close enough to start getting hit and it killed me very quickly.
No. Wait, Flash, did you die?
Yeah, I'm not
I
doing
think
so
I
hot.
did, yeah. We're both pining for the fjords.
So,
Hello?
hi.
Hello?
Oh, Flash is dead.
Yeah. Careful. That void is
I think he, yeah.
very, very painful.
Yay! This is going so well.
Yeah, I might have needed that health after all. I would careful. You're gonna die.
Oh, thanks.
I would just stay away from that void. I would just say F that void and get out of there.
Tater, I think it's just you now.
How did 3 people die? What happened?
2 of us to the void.
underneath the
Stay away from the
elevator.
pile.
Okay, should I just leave, I guess?
I mean, unless you want to take a stab at like what it could be.
So well.
I was just trying to help.
I should be able to hear Flash and Tasha if you two want to talk, since I can hear Rain.
Tater.
Hello?
Tater. We're just taking a nap. We're
Okay, I
so
cannot hear them.
tired.
For some reason, all I
I
can
can't
hear
hear
is
them
you,
either.
Rain. Okay,
All right.
so it seems to be bugged out. All right, in that case,
Well,
I'll
it's
just
just
leave.
us.
Tater.
Should I try to get people's stuff out?
Tater.
Tater, can you hear
I
me?
don't want to lose our stuff.
Tater.
Get the shit.
Hello?
Tater, can
Mom
you hear
Patrol.
me?
Mob Patrol.
Paw Patrol.
Nah, Mob Patrol.
I'll be there on the double.
Oh, okay.
At night.
I
I'll
was
get
like,
it.
damn, you're really preparing for fatherhood there.
No.
Tater, do you hear me?
Floodlight?
Bet them
Tater?
bees.
Tater,
Floodlight.
Tater, Tater.
Can I pet that void?
Can I pet that tater?
Got some stuff going back up.
Oh, that's probably one of the things that is a downside to me that I
assume
don't
the
like.
stuff just needs to be on the table in order for it to go home.
Needs to be in the safe zone. Can I bet that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
I can't talk to him, so I can't communicate.
Yeah. Stranger Man can't hear us either.
Yeah. So I don't know. Interesting. King
There was a
York,
voice
welcome in.
downstairs.
How are you,
Who
friend?
was that? Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hello?
I just heard something walking around.
Oh no.
Well, they know.
Sounded like a fish out of water.
Out of water?
How often does he hear? Oh,
Oh.
pink light event?
Right,
What the?
damn.
Oh my. Tunnel of love.
Just go the other way.
How are you, King? How was stream? Oh my word. Oh my word. Didn't even get taken out by the entity. We got taken out by the void.
Saving stuff.
Welcome in, Danable. How are you?
Gotta get that
Raven.
stuff.
Thank you, friend.
Saving stuff. Oh, purple light.
The game was amazing. Oh, were you playing too?
White ball.
Back from alone, a couple days off. Gotcha.
That. And that.
He's currently collecting items so we don't lose them, which is awfully kind. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the having to collect items thing. It feels like you're doing like a personal challenge by bringing it all back.
My
I think
ADHD
it's
could
pretty
never
much
remember.
most of it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The void is a gentle. It's not gentle. That's for sure.
What is happening? You hear that?
What?
What?
That was a lot of grunting. That was so much grunting at
when
once.
when it went to the loading screen, I think all of us were still getting hurt. So we just heard.
That was me. I got something in my throat.
Oh my Raven, thank you, friend.
What broke me?
That
was a very difficult moment.
This is a DVD. We don't grunt here.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So fun fact: stay away from the void.
Yeah. That seems like a good idea. Friends, I think that's my last one. I need to go to bed because I have work very early in the morning.
Oh, absolutely, no worries at all, friend.
Bye, Rain.
Thank you, Rain. Bye, Rain.
Bye, Rain.
Bye.
Oh, Tash. Mackenzie says hello.
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 All right. What are you looking for?
I was looking at what's on the shelf, you know.
It's very dark. Oh, wait, what? Tater?
Yeah, hi.
What the? I don't have a. I need a
So
flashlight.
dark.
Yeah, I need a flashlight. Hold on. Maybe we can go get the flashlights from the tutorial room. Is there flashlights in here? No, there's a floodlight though. Wait, I think there is a flashlight. Yeah, there is.
Damage. I recommend healing.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, roger that.
It scared me so much.
Ash, help! I'm stuck in high weeds out here. I can't see. All I see is grass.
I'm coming. Tater! Where are you? Tater! Tater!
Friend,
Tater, can you hear me? Oh, I see him over
are
here.
you in the void?
There he is. Hi.
It's very
Can you
dark
not
out
cut this
here.
way? Oh, there you go.
Okay, so what's out here?
Some crickets.
I think there's 2 moons up in the sky, by the way.
What was that?
The hell was that noise?
What was that noise?
Those damn rats. They'll get you. They'll get you.
They're New York street rats. Oh, yeah, they will.
Yeah, I don't know if you're supposed to do something out here or not. It said, hey,
Oh.
hey, hey. Hey.
I'm scared.
I turn it on and I'm holding it now, Dan. Here you go.
All right.
I see a pallet over here. Is there
With the
anything else?
cake.
I mean, we can't go
Let me
anywhere.
out.
Maybe if we get some of the stuff from inside, like the night vision. I mean, not the night vision. Oh, maybe a video camera. Maybe. Get a thermometer.
I just stirred.
Glow stick. Can you interact with something? Oh, I don't know. Could I? What did it say I could interact with? Jeez. The gate? What? I see no interactions.
No, there's nothing to interact with out here.
No.
I think it's just the area. Maybe they want to add on to it later.
Maybe. Interesting. Okay.
Scared me.
It's worth a look-see doodle, you know?
Shall we go back to the main house that we know and love? And
We can.
Love, but we know.
Yeah, I don't know about the whole love thing, but yeah, we totally could.
All right, I'm down.
Let's do it. Let us rock.
Bloodlines.
Oh, geez, why can I throw that?
Oh, I guess just
Why do you?
yeet.
Yeah, yeet. I hit F.
Oh my God.
Not exactly sure why.
Have you considered a profession in baseball?
Oh, I tried to catch it. Here, ready? Catch it. And yo. Oh. Throw it back. Oh, Jesus. He nailed me. Yeah.
Jesus.
All right. All right. We need stuff.
Kind of
Let's see, what are we missing? Bandages. I got the bandages.
You can buy a thermal camera.
The void is free.
Glow
Oh, we
sticks,
found that
don't
out
mind
fast.
Get a couple.
Apocrypha.
there.
Got a flashlight. You got video cameras in there. I got a photo camera, which I don't even know if we're supposed to take pictures of things or not.
That's a good one.
Arnold Schwarzenegger falling is exactly the sound of the damn. What else do we need? EMF? Got it. Audio sensor? Sure. Got money?
Got money in the bank.
please.
That's true. The void was not free. It did cost a couple lives. I guess we're good. Oh, we need more flashlights.
Oh, I own a bunch. Hold on.
Okay.
Here we go.
Therminers, EMF, audio sensor, floodlights. You know what? I'll get one more audio sensor. Maybe put one upstairs, one downstairs?
Smart.
Maybe. It might be smart.
Do we need any more void sticks? Do we have some in there?
We have 2 in here. That void do be deadly, though.
Just for extra safety, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. Not a bad idea. Okay. Let's rock.
I want to rock.
Rock! Now we're pros. We got this. Easy peasy.
You can do it.
Easy peasy. Can I pet that void? You could sure try.
I don't think we pet the void. I think the void pets us.
Oh, it pet the crap out
Have
of
you
us.
checked your void holes?
Have you checked your void hole? All right, Tater's still in the seat. Yeah.
Beep, beep.
Beep, beep.
Beep beep on the Jeep.
Beep, beep on the Jeep.
That's
Our
me.
favorite
Ouch.
home.
It's Wayne. All right. Event logger. Got that guy. I'm going to bring audio sensor in and
camera in
therminers.
Bringing in the floodlights now. I'm gonna get them set up.
Roger that. So I didn't even grab a
Tater's
flashlight.
like, I'm going in.
You know what? No. I'm bringing this stuff into the entrance. I'm coming back. There you go.
Night vision. Oh, it's in. Okay, interesting. It's in the room with the closet where Tater died.
The camera?
Yeah, but like the
Okay.
one that is included. I'll put another
Okay.
one up here though.
Both rooms up in the top floor or close off again.
Both rooms are? Oh, here's the camera. I see. Roger that. I'm going to go get more stuff. BRB.
Oh my gosh, why did the camera make?
Good luck. Game is this? This game is called DEATHWATCHERS.
Call that because you get to watch your friends die.
Every time with the thermometer. All right, we get the parabolics. We get EMF. We get a flashlight. Okay. Hello. Man, Hopefully we get stronger flashlights at some point. Holy shit. I'm ready. Oh, we have two cameras?
Video camera.
Ooh. Excuse you, Tash. Oh, Jesus Christ. I saw it.
Was it Grandpa Pat?
That's not an event. That's just the thing. Oh, Jesus. So I guess we don't log this as anything? That big tall prick? Tater.
That's the demon.
Tater. Oh. Fuck. I can't hear you, Tater, if you're talking.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you.
Okay, I was in some sort of weird phased event. Maybe he was targeting me or something?
Oh, weird. Okay. Was it hunting?
I think it was. Cash, you alright?
Yeah, it just kind of like up through the ground, and its head looked like a spider at first. And then
Yeah, I think it was hunting there for a second early on.
I think it was too.
So when it's hunting and you're invisible, if you're the
When it's
target,
hunting,
maybe we
yeah,
can't hear
someone's
you either.
invisible or you just can't like communicate with them. All right, give me this. I'll start looking for stuff.
Yeah, was Dave, can you speak to me? Give me an audio event.
Like
Little
you.
toot toot.
So we have one camera in here. Come on.
One upstairs now too. Void goo.
Oh god.
Why? You were staying away from us for so long.
Now they're just showing up like crazy.
What do you mean? No event of time.
Do we have 3 camera?
Yeah, we have 3 cameras. There's
Into
one
these sightings
upstairs.
downstairs?
Oh,
Send assistance,
they're
send
going
minutes.
downstairs. They're going downstairs.
Yeah, I think they want me.
Void.
Somebody's getting voided, watch out.
I can't scan the void, but it's definitely a freaking void.
Where's it at? Oh shit.
Upstairs.
There's one downstairs.
What the heck? Why'd these voids be voiding?
Where
I
down?
think we brought sticks.
Over here in the side room. I'm gonna try to scan it.
Alright. Holy crap.
Got it. Was there another one?
I got I scanned the void outside in the foyer.
Shit. We're getting
I scanned
trapped.
that one already, so don't even bother.
Scooby-Doo, where are you? Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna get another one of these guys. How's your health? You doing? Oh my god, why is my health so bad?
We
The
have
void ate
Mandrake.
us.
We have 2 or more voids, so we got Mandrake.
Dude, I was at 30. When did I get hurt?
You take 5 ticks of health every time, like every second you're in the void.
Shit. Alright.
So
You
we got
said
Mandrake.
we definitely have Mandrake.
Definitely have
2 or
Mandrake.
more void. Okay. So we'll probably get writing.
No audio detections yet.
No. Haven't seen much else. I gotta go get more stuff. I just need this thing to F off.
Let's see if the basement's open.
Okay. I don't like how the equipment's outside. I'm just not a fan of needing... I can see the void from outside. I'm just not a fan of needing to bring it all back. Oh, there's another one. What the... Did you scan this one?
The voids are taking over.
Jeez, dude.
So the basement's open and there's a void in it.
Oh, what?
Why? That's too many.
In fact, I can't even investigate the basement because it's like right there.
No event type found.
Yeah, I couldn't scan the void upstairs.
I got the one down here. All right, the one in the living room is gone. All right, where's the other one?
Up here.
We have one in the basement too, though, right?
Yeah. Oh, the one over here's gone now. I wonder if they're connected. Like, I wonder if it's one void that has like multiple parts. Upstairs is now gone.
I don't know.
Right.
Tater, do you need me to bring something to get rid of that one?
We definitely can't get into the basement if it's there.
All right, help is on the way, dear. Oh shit. Hey, Tiger, how are you? All right. Did you already scan?
I did not scan that one.
We have writing.
Careful, SpongeBob. It's gone?
Okay, all right, I'll take it.
Like,
Oh, footsteps?
it's above us.
There's a
Hey, what up, Toasty? How are you?
thing of blood here, maybe?
Plus, it's so dark outside. How can we be done with the... Yeah, for sure. Blood on the table?
classified
Maybe. I'm not even being that loud. Fudge sickle.
Cheese that. Oh.
Tash? Tash?
Whatever this is angry.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Tastes good. Yeah, I hear you. You okay?
Yeah. Sorry, there's two ghosts on me at one point.
Shit. They like you.
Oh.
All right. Void stick. Oh, fuck.
Oh.
That was, you know what? That was my bad. That was my B. That was
Sorry, probably
my
did
B.
anyways.
My B.
Oh my god, I think I see blood. Look at this spot where the hiding spot is. Look at how hidden that blood is behind that.
Oh, jeez.
furniture.
Yeah.
Oh.
Made a mistake.
Yep, it's successfully logged as
That's
blood.
2.0? No, just another ghost investigation game. But it's not even, you're not even trying to figure out what type of, like, ghost you're dealing with. You're just trying to find the shit that... Oh, there's a handprint.
Ooh, face.
Ooh.
Got phalanges right there.
Now I'm wondering how many...
Ghost is coming in. Ghost.
Ooh,
Oh, coming in hot. Scanning you, bitch. Oh, was that something on the side of the thing? Stop. Leave me alone. Stop. Yep, there's writing. Stop. Go away. F off. Yeah, got writing. Okay. Is this normally here? Hey, what are you trying to trap me in? Huh?
Nope, it was writing. You're right. It is definitely writing.
Is this an extra object?
Oh, extra object. Maybe object
Extra
move,
object,
maybe
yeah.
moving from outside.
I was about to say, I was like, that seems sus. Oh no, Gerald Smith. He died in 1812. Oh, Gerald. Excuse me. All right. You guys have fun? I'm gonna look at my journal. All right, let's see what we have here. We found blood, right?
Yeah, I think so. Oh. Spicy?
Void must not occur. Gone. Have we had lighting?
Not that I've seen so
We've
far.
had 2 entities. We've had 4 void, extra object, blood, handprint, writing. So, blood, gone. 2 or more
Proceed.
blood
I just
required.
realized, yeah.
3 or more audio threat. Blood must not occur. Gone. Entity sighting must not occur. Gone. Damn, can you imagine? You have one where you don't see the entity at all.
Oh, I mean, that must be kind of peaceful, though.
I guess. Garlic and fumitory. So garlic, fumitory, and elder. Gone. Do I have a partner in crime? Oh, here are you? Must not occur. Damn, sage, salt, thyme. Gone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Okay, yeah. We were able to eliminate. So, asphodel, elder, fumitory, garlic, sage, salt, thyme. Can't be any of those.
Let's see here. I haven't seen any footprints yet.
Either have I. I've seen handprints once, though. Okay, maybe we need to check for some audio stuff.
Maybe orb. Does
Camera
anybody have
malfunction?
UV? Anybody got the thermal right now? We can check for orbs.
Well, you don't check with the or don't you check the cams?
Well, I have no
I
idea.
have the thermal.
Which camera is that? That's this one. We have a camera malfunction.
There's
it.
one upstairs that I got.
What'd you get
Well,
upstairs?
camera malfunction. A camera malfunction.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
A ting. Another again? You just fixed it. Camera malfunction upstairs.
Let's fix another one down here too. Camera malfunction.
Is that upstairs? No, that's in the side room here. I'm on it. It was this one. Got it. Why does he keep messing with the cams?
Got blood in the sink.
Doesn't like to be perceived.
2 in the... Never mind.
I see what you did there. And we got writing as well in here. Writing.
Writing? Okay.
I did get some writing in the
I
bathroom.
just see your laser went through the wall. Okay. I'm gonna go upstairs and
I'm
see.
gonna attempt the basement.
Gonna attempt the basement, you said?
Yeah, I'll see if I can get anything with the thermal.
I hope you know I believe in you.
If I die, I die.
Shit, never mind. I don't believe you anymore.
No, 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 no! Get me out, get me out.
Is it with you?
Yeah, it locked me in here. I don't, listen, sir, leave me alone. Listen. I'm so sorry.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I'm being hunted. Oh fuck! Guys, I just know that I love you, okay?
No, don't die. Don't do it. Don't leave us. Whoop. No, they're down here too. How is this possible?
Oh, hi.
Hey, how are you?
How'd you do out there?
They grabbed my butt. I didn't like it. Sorry.
Let's send ours down.
So I saw some writing on the way up
Handprint.
there. You found another handprint?
Yeah, I'm gonna scan it right now.
Okay.
I think we. How many sightings we have? We have 2 entity sightings. I feel like we have more than that, so it's probably gonna be 3 or more entity sightings. So Holly.
3 or more entity, 5 or more. Okay, you think it's going to be possibly Holly?
Yeah,
Have we
'cause I
seen the
just saw
entity
another
3 or more
entity setting.
times? Have we?
Yeah. I just saw another one too. We can get a scan on it if I see it again.
Okay. We have another handprints.
Yeah.
2 or more blood required. There's definitely a blood at the top of the stairs. I just didn't get to scan it.
I'll go check it out right now.
We've seen 0 footprints.
All right.
Awesome.
Blood scanned. So what would that be for the blood?
Well, let's see. Audio help and lighting. We haven't had that either, have we?
No.
We've had 0 lighting, I think. Let me see. Boxwood, Holly, and Mandrake? Which would be the bone.
Yeah, let's just confirm the entity setting again, and then we'll be good.
Okay. My health is at 50, so I'm going to go snag some juice.
I'm gonna bring the audio synth.
Okay. Mandrake's just missing the 2+ writing.
Oh, door closed.
Yeah, I think so. Yep, I'm taking stuff with me. So we don't need it on the table. I just need it here. Anything else here? We don't need that anymore. We need. First, I need this.
Oh, my health is 25. Whoopsies.
Oh, I left them. There's a med kit out here. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
It's hunting. Boxwood, Holly, and Mandrake.
Don't die.
All right, I have Mandrake and Holly. We need Boxwood and we need the circle soil.
Got it.
There's ads starting, by the way. How much is this? Not that expensive.
Might be done. I'm not sure.
I'm putting this. I'm putting the stuff that we need on the porch, though. Dude. All right. Do you have the other things for the ritual?
Yep.
We just need the bone. Oh,
my
Tater!
gosh. Tater, careful.
Tater. Live, Tater, live, damn it. Oh.
Not our Tater.
Not our Tater.
I think it stole this, like, the seasoning when I was putting it down, so hopefully it's inside the door, and then it just stays out of existence.
Wait.
No.
Yeah, it's there. It's there.
Okay, good, good.
Oh, shit!
Oh, no! Poor Tater.
It slugged me. By the way, I saw a body. I saw a limb here by the front door.
Tater's alive!
I'm
Where's
alive.
Yay!
All right, we need to find the bone.
Oh crap! I saw it before.
Oh,
I
shit.
saw.
Where?
Got the bone.
We need to do the ritual.
Firmly grasping the bone. I'm bringing it down.
You getting the other side?
Bone
Okay.
acquired.
All right, I've got the stuff. Was that Tash? Are you inside?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
Bone in the center.
Who has the other 2 jars?
One's on there, one's right there.
We're missing.
One's here. Boxwood.
Hopefully we're right. All right, let's light this bitch.
Very interesting.
Go on. Last Tuesday? Oh my god.
That bitch Janice.
Wow.
Wow.
Starting to get the hang of
This
it.
object can move.
We're starting to get the hang of it. But now we can also, now for extra monies, we could scan for more stuff.
Blood.
So I'm going to take
feel
the
safe.
floodlight and the EMF back. Shut up. I guess I could leave it here. There's a grave with the name Janice. Oh, that bitch.
You.
All right. Did I drop my
can
scan
take
boy?
this.
I did. I'll be back.
Here, this is yours. Wait, this is yours. For a second. Wait,
Well,
it's right
thank
there.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the cameras, I think.
Okay. Oh, my Lanta. Is the radio always there? Maybe extra object. Now what? Now we can leave. Hey, I was right. That is an extra object.
Wait, there's writing on the wall upstairs.
Yeah. Did
Oh,
you
I really
scan that?
want it, yeah.
Got it. That looks normal. All right. Let's see. Oh, I found the toothbrush.
What's the toothbrush for?
I'm assuming it could be one of the items for the thingamajig.
Imagine as a demon going out by an exorcism via toothbrush.
Be made fun of by all your friends.
Even demons need good dental hygiene.
You guys remember when Mark got taken out by a toothbrush? What an idiot. Okay.
More blood.
Got the blood, I see. I got the writing.
There's a rug on the ceiling.
What?
There's a rug on the ceiling.
Where? Oh.
Look up.
Hey.
Oy vey.
Oy vey.
Oy vey. Ooh, rug.
Are you supposed to be where you are? Are you an object move? Maybe not.
I think I got everything out of there.
All right. I'll grab the audio thingy. We just got to get the floodlight, I think, from the top.
I removed the floodlight.
All right. Should be it. And we scanned the limb by the door.
Oh, there's a video camera right here. I need to grab still. Rawr.
Rar, rar, rar.
Oh, I see the limb.
Where's the video camera?
Scan. It was up in the corner up there. Like that red light up on the ceiling.
Oh, the secure. Oh, was there a camera malfunction?
I got it.
Just need to pack it up.
Oh, pack it up. Pack it in.
Pack it in.
Can it do anything after you banish it? I would assume not. All right, we can drop the shit right here. What up, Janelle? Drop that there. Drop that there. Yeah, you don't have to put it on the table. It's when you press your, when you look at your journal, if it says in exit zone, you can drop your stuff wherever you are.
Sweet.
Yeah. All right.
We.
Ready to rock?
We did it.
Yeah.
Let's go home. Tater's driving.
Let's go.
E. Oh, thank you, TikTok. Appreciate you, man. Nice. How much money do we have now? Ad revenue, 1,580. What?
We're rich.
Shit. Why did we get so much for that?
Because I think we just had a lot of entity scans.
Crap ton of scans. Yeah, I now have 3,600
Yeah, there's
bucks.
a lot of blood and stuff too.
Sheesh. Well, hot damn, friends.
We're getting it. We're getting it.
I think that's gonna be the last one for me for tonight.
Well, thank you so much
Sounds
for the
good.
games.
I
Yeah,
appreciate it,
thank you for
guys. I know now we can be pros. We'll beat the next one
I feel
next
like we got it
time.
down now a little bit.
I think we do too. Now we have a better understanding of what to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you.
Bye,
Goodbye.
friends.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
I like this game. This game is good. It's good. I think the more we play it, the better we're going to get. The more we get used to it, all that jazz. Yeah. YouTubes, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, friends. Ticky Tack. I know it's a different game, different than the huge, but I appreciate you. Let's go find someone to raid. Thank you, kid. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. All right. Boo. All right. Go there. Oh, thank you, Tash. Rain, Tater. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for playing with me, friends. You guys are awesome. Please go follow my teammates, guys. Please go follow those amazing beans. I love them. They are freaking amazing. Oh, man. So what do you guys think of the game? What's the opinion? What is the opinion? Thank you, sweetest. Appreciate you, friend. Legend, thank you. I think, obviously, new game. There's going to be some things that we think could probably be tinkered with to make it better. But I think it definitely has potential. Definitely a fun one to see. Yeah. It's cool. I like the idea of having to find this stuff. I like that. But yeah, bringing stuff back to the truck, I would love for that to be just X'd. That'd be great. I get it makes you into a cleaner hunter, but shit. Man. All right. I know where we're going. Nice cross. Yeah, I would say so too. I would agree. All right, guys. If you are not subbed, there's a raid command for you. If you are subbed, there's one for you. Creepy little tier 3s, there's one for you. We have a friend who is doing a celebratory stream. Mr. Doc. I appreciate you, friend. Mr. Doc, thank you for being here. Mr. Doc. Doc, we'll have to figure out games and stuff and things. I'll make sure to message you. Yeah. Thank you, Northern. Yeah. We'll figure it out. Indeed. Indubitably. Break of daylight. Thank you, friend. All right. We have a friend that is doing a celebratory stream, so we're going to go say hi. Ms. Dreadstone is doing her 1-year stream anniversary, and it's a 12-hour. Been going for 8 hours already. So another 4 hours still to go, and she's playing Phasmo right now. Yeah. Thank you, Sparkle. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for all the follows. Thank you for chilling with me with different games and stuffs. If you're not already in the Discord and you want to get announcements, they're there. Rest of my socials are there. Yeah. World, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. And she just hit 1K. Sheesh. Look at that. But yeah, let's go say hi. We are over halfway past our monthly sub goal, where if we reach it, we're going to be dressing up like Bruce the shark. There's a few things happening. We have on Monday, the plushie campaign. Well, sorry, not the actual campaign yet, but on Monday, our potential to have our plushie made starts on Monday. So I'll talk more about that on Friday. And then there was something else. There's something else coming up and I don't remember, but when I remember, I'll make sure to let you guys know. But yeah, you guys are amazing. Thank you for all the subs today. Thank you for the follows, for the bits. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. We'll be back Friday. More Phasmo, more fun. You guys are amazing. I love you all. Have a wonderful night. Say hi to Dreadstone. Say congrats. Bye.